right, welcome in to this Sunday afternoon mystery evening. So we are going to be playing Disco Elysium, of course, and then afterwards Myst 4. So we have two exploration, detecting, mystery type of games that we are going to be playing on the agenda today. So on Disco Elysium, where we last left off is we had been chasing down a whole bunch of leads, and well, we're kind of down to basically some dangerous leads now. So we could potentially go talk to the big meathead guy and try and convince him to let us by, which I still really don't want to do that. We still need to figure out how to get our jacket, which is going to involve getting a little bit more skill up. We still need to track down our gun, which means we need to go back to the pawn shop. So we have quite a few things that we can do, and we're kind of biding our time until nighttime when we can go talk to the smoker about what he saw. Also, there are those people that we could talk to that are like the soldiers for hire, but I don't know. I think we're gonna start with the thrift store. That seems like, or that seems like not the thrift store, the pawn shop, because that seems like the safest place to start. So let's go ahead and hop in. All right. So yeah, we cannot get our jacket. We keep trying, and there's no way to get here until we can get that door open. So let's go ahead and head back. All right, down we go. And I still don't know how to get to that lady that's in there either. So, is there a way we can we get out here? I don't know. I don't think we can. Okay, so let's just go back down here then. Through the trapdoor that we had found, because there is just no way to get this. Unless, I don't know, I feel like if we could somehow hook it from down below, then maybe we could get it, but I don't know. Apparently that's not to be yet. All right. It's 12:16. We gotta keep an eye on time. All right. We still have not... See, I don't know how to get to that lady. She apparently can see us just fine. Is there anything... Can we, like, go in here? No, we cannot.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
I don't know that there's anyone that we would want to... Main hall, building B, whirling in rags.
Nothing happens after you ring the doorbell. They don't want to talk to you.
Okay. I don't know that there's anything else that we would want to even talk to over here, right? Let's go ahead and leave. Whatever it is, it's a locked building. We could maybe visit the bookshop again, see if there's anything new. We haven't been here in a while. The girl is inside now. Let's look around. This book collects the national recipes of Arda. They're all about lake trout. Old sports magazines tucked away in a dark corner.
I'm sorry, sir. I can't talk right now. I'm very busy with my homework. I have so much homework now.
You just can't win. Out of the rain and into the gutter.
What are you missing here? Why does this feel familiar?
Because you know each other. She's been talking to you so openly because you've talked before.
Hang on, so you know me? We've met before?
Yes, I used to stand out there all the time, before Mother told me to focus on my homework. You've been running around all week without your shirt on, sir. apologising to everyone. I don't really understand what you've done wrong.
Did I ever talk to you?
Of course, you stopped by a few times. You certainly look better than the last time I saw you.
What do you mean better? Thanks, I'm trying. I doubt that. Thanks, I'm trying.
Yeah, I can see. You don't have party eyes anymore.
Party eyes. Yes, of course. That makes sense.
Party, as I assume from drinking too much and doing too many drugs.
You know, like a cat in the dark, all big and wide-eyed. It certainly looks odd on a man.
The swiveling eyes of a loony drug addict.
Yeah.
That is what she meant. You were probably gurning too.
Yeah,
Good
probably.
thing she didn't say party eyes loud. Her mother's nearby.
That's true.
Fuck yeah. You should get some party eyes right now. Snap those sequins on you, boy.
No. We're gonna forget about this.
Don't leave us hanging like that, man.
We're not doing
Open
drugs.
yourself to the experiences of the world. Expand your consciousness with amphetamines.
Thanks, I've learned something about myself today.
I'm glad I could help you, sir.
Okay, what are you doing now?
Math. It's really difficult. Like, really. They say you need it to get rich. Better than standing outside in the cold, I guess. Oh, I found something while you were away.
Oh, what is it?
I thought this would fit you. Like, thanks for helping out. Not me. The city, I mean. Like a detective does.
Uh-huh, she gives you a hat almost exactly like the one Dick Mullen wears on the covers. A detective hat?
Yes, just like the one Dick Mullen wears all the time. You'll look way more serious with that. Right, I have to get back to my homework now, before Mum notices. Man, this is hard.
She looks back at the infernal scribblings under her nose. Okay, bye. Thanks. See you around, Annette. Alright, let's check that out. Can we actually put on the detective hat? Okay. What do we have on now? Reaction speed. I think this will be fine. Now we can actually be like more detective-y. Okay, so our jacket, suggestion, half-light, conceptualization. Now our shoes, we could get better shoes. Composure minus savoir-faire. +1 to indirect modes of taxation. What does that even mean? Okay. I mean, they look better, but I don't know what that means, so let's just leave that there. Let's go ahead and head up and look at the books upstairs and see what ooh, there's something back there. Maybe we can get back there. We'll have to see what's on this shelf.
These shelves are overburdened with books from the same series. You see the name Dick Mullen over and
That's
over.
the detective.
A couple of spook novels hide amidst all the detective books. Thrilling tales of spycraft and daring do.
Storekeep, what's all this crime fiction?
Oh, crime, robberies, murders, even sexual crimes. We're fortunate to have Dick Mullen and his stories to sort all that out.
Oh boy.
You're a police officer, apparently. You should buy all of these. They really do teach a person how to be a proper detective.
Really?
Note, reading about Dick Mullen would not actually make you a better detective.
Okay, let's look through the display.
Crime fiction is a disgrace. An asinine misrepresentation of the physical attributes of the arduous everyday work of actual police officers. These books greatly overstate the excitement of police work, glossing over how long it takes to actually follow up on leads and eliminate dead ends.
Yeah, I mean, we are working on that as well.
They have no idea how hard it is to simply remove a body from a tree.
We're learning that one firsthand.
What's more, they completely ignore the psychological hardships of year after year coming into contact with people during the worst days of their lives.
Yeah.
Not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family. Detective fiction just doesn't tell the truth at all. Now, would you like a list of all the books found on the shelf?
Sure, why not?
You see Dick Mullen on the job. Get Me Mullen. The Stalwart Adventures of Richard P. Mullen. Dick Mullen and the Murder in the Orchard. The Sordid Affair of Dick Mullen. A killing is declared. Dick Mullen in the murder house. The final case of Dick Mullen. An obvious lie.
Yeah,
Dick
because there's
Mullen
more
in the
after
clock
that.
Tower. The ordeals of Dick Mullen. Dauntless Dick. Dick Mullen's funeral pyre. The murder of Dick Mullen.
Dick Mullen dies?
Oh no, turns out he faked it to solve a case.
Of course. Any more?
Yes, there's also the dame who did it. Farewell, my Mullen. Faking death seems to be a common trope in the Mullen series. The morbid tales of Dick Mullen. A dark tide turns. Tragedy calls for Dick Mullen. Another one with fake death.
Of course.
And, of course, Dick Mullen, the murderer. In order to catch a murderer, Dick Mullen must become the murderer.
Mm-hmm.
After all this, you still haven't found the answer to the one question that matters. Who is Dick Mullen?
Okay, so who is Dick Mullen?
Your quick eye notices a small caterpillar crawling across the spine of a book. The title reads, Dick Mullen and the Mistaken Identity.
What do we have here? Mistaken
A
Identity.
worn paperback from Dick Mullen's classic hard-boiled phase. The premise seems to be that Dick Mullen is framed for the murder of his best friend and has just a few days to prove his innocence.
Why does this speak to me?
Could it be the motifs of unstable identities and shocking betrayals?
It's probably right. I'm a complicated guy full of contradictions. No, it's got to be something else. Because, I mean, we just don't know who we are, but what else could it be?
Perhaps you're drawn to the dark and noirish atmosphere.
I mean, I'm pretty intense, but I think they're all probably like that. Not that either.
Is it because the smoking dame in the slinky red dress on the cover is
No.
giving you a hard-on? Yes, it is. The bulge in your pants is embarrassingly
Okay,
obvious.
moving along.
Relax. It's not that bad. Also, this means your blood flow is returning to normal.
Maybe our hangover's
news.
finally gone.
Something the matter, detective?
Nope, all good here. Casually adjust your
The
pants.
lieutenant nods. You think you detect the faintest trace of a grin on his face, but you can't say for certain.
Okay, let's leave. My goodness. A quaint picture book, very colorful. It's a tome of fascist magic, rather candid. What's over here? And we have like 2 more bins we can look at. Another boring book just discarded here. Just sitting
This
there.
bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. There's also a wide range of paranatural literature.
Storekeep, what books are these?
Sir, please, no browsing in that shelf. That wisdom is not for free. I can't have you end up, like, opening a police store next door and stealing my customers. Oh no.
Okay, look through the shelf anyway.
Amidst the various books, you find one written by someone named Matthias W. Dundas. It's about wholeness, unity, balance.
I wonder if we'll find something about the guy we're supposed
These
to find.
3 things are very
one that's
important to
hunting
the working
cryptids?
class mind. The point of the book, and many others on this shelf, is to give people medicinal advice in situations where they don't have access to paid health services.
How does that work?
It serves platitudes, while also telling everyone that traditional medicine, the kind people don't have access to, and which costs more than this book, is garbage, and would only give you cancer anyway, without even curing your cold or anything.
There's no cure for the common cold.
Wholeness, unity, balance, on the other hand, can basically take care of anything. Though it is important to note, when it's up to your mind to heal yourself, then it's because of your mind that you're ill in the first place.
That's true.
It's your own fault if you're ill. Got it?
Does the book say anything else?
The book features chapters on topics such as how to find magnesium. It even lists plants you can harvest magnesium from.
Interesting.
How to continue drinking if you're an alcoholic who has destroyed his liver.
How would you need to know
And
that?
there's even a chapter on the ancient Seraïs tradition of using duck gallbladder preservatives to treat and prevent sexually transmitted diseases. Pre
Nice.
and post factum apply. Nothing
Okay.
worth buying.
Okay, let's leave. Let's check out this shelf.
The plaque on the shelf reads, Biographies of Famous People. You see a large variety of names, none of which ring a bell.
Let's see. Do I keep anything of note in this
I
shelf?
would say The Greatest Innocence. Yes, most certainly. It's an important educational tool delving into the depths of history, religion, and their relation to innocentic power.
Who or what is an innocence?
A very influential historical figure. But surely I don't have to tell you that. You're a law officer, and law officers have at least some education.
Okay.
The book is also very daring. The author aims to re-examine the universal understandings of the innocentic system, creating a fresh vantage point and a shift in the tired order of things.
Let's see. I thought it was about which of these innocences is the coolest and greatest. So you recommend it?
Certainly. It's prudent for a person to have at least an elementary understanding.
She recommends
of
all her
history and
books, though.
society. Imagine the chaos we'd be in otherwise.
You feel like you should get this one. Definitely. It's important somehow. There's something personal inside.
Well, I would need $4.70 Royale first.
Browsing through all the books with all their names makes your head spin. None of these seem important or relevant. It's all just vapid egoism. Suddenly, a particularly odd title catches your eye. It reads, High Speed Love, the tragic true love story of Jacob Irv and Alfie Delatraz, by one Cecilia Averbrook.
What's it about?
High Speed Love chronicles the romance between two of the finest tip-top tourney racers in history. One of them is the madcap driver, Jacob Irv. His blonde mane graces the cover.
Okay.
Next to Irv's life story, you see a slim biography of an Occidental rock star called the Anti-Star. He's famous for shooting morphine into one of his eyeballs and cocaine into the other.
Why?
Next to that, Rivasholian radio personality Guillaume Bevy stands in front of a rundown drug den. He's a permanent fixture on Channel 8, reporting on real-life crime and ruining cops' days.
Okay.
I really must insist you buy one of the books. Reading them is not for free. Do still browse though, but not too long. I'm sorry, I did not mean to rush you. You are browsing. Go ahead. Take your time. Time is commerce.
She's full of contradictions when she speaks. Like, browse, but don't take long. And when we get back here, she might stop us. Let's just see.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Eh?
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
Examine the strange cage-like trinket.
You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares at you.
What is that about? Okay.
This is a traditional Seminese ward, meant to provide
Ew.
protection against ill luck, bad dreams, curses, and other supernatural scourges.
Or whatever's in the back room there.
Inhabitants of
Who are the
Ile
Seminese?
Fantôme, the Seminine Islands down south.
Okay.
Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing else to do with the fishhead charm at this time. The curtains remain shut before you.
Okay, shopkeeper, what's behind the curtains?
Nothing. Now please go back to browsing the books. Don't you feel compelled to look at the books? The books are all you care about.
No.
She speaks almost as if she's trying to put a spell on you, urging you to buy more books. Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become.
Can we open the curtains? What happens if we do that? I'm very curious. But let's see. Just gonna quick save it real fast.
The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting you.
Okay, what happens if we open them?
Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once more.
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers.
Her hand has closed around her pendant, her fingers nervously playing with the talisman.
Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It's too dangerous.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
Let's see. This is about the curse. That's why you're afraid?
No, it's just a storeroom for the employees, I told you. Now please step away from the curtains.
But I sense this place calling for me. I must investigate beyond the threshold. I don't care. You can't stop me. I'll open them. This is different. I'm a police officer. I need to go in there.
It's not like anyone was killed there.
She stops abruptly as her hand flies over her mouth, baffled by her own bluntness.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. I can't allow that. You'll only make things worse and unleash the powers.
The powers,
the curtains
huh?
do seem frail suddenly, not robust enough to contain a slippery darkness.
But I sense this place is calling for me. I must investigate beyond the threshold.
You do? My God, even more reasons not to mess with the curtains. Just step away, dear sir.
What do we do?
Thank you. Let's just talk about this first, all right? There's no reason for you to venture into the unknown.
Why is she turning me away
Talking
from
is
that?
always good. Go see what she has to say.
Okay, let's see.
The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting you.
Let's go see what she has to say about him first. I'm very curious now.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Why are you so uptight about those curtains? I just want to know what's on the other side.
I already told you, it's just a storage room for employees. I don't understand why it's so important to you.
If it's just a storage room, why are you so weird about it?
Just let it go, officer. Go buy some goddamn books. You're supposed to be drawn to the books.
Did she cast a spell to make people want to buy books?
She recites it like it's a poem, or like she's playing a role she's grown tired of. She's so tense, it's a miracle she hasn't snapped in half yet.
Why are you still talking about books? Are you trying to put a spell on me? If it's just a storage room, then why are you so tense? If it's just a storage room, then why does it have a Simonese ward protecting it? Why are you so tense?
I'm not tense, I'm just...
She wavers under your gaze, mouth pressed into a tight-lipped frown, then something breaks.
Okay, fine. It's just because this place is cursed, just like everyone said. They don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing.
Okay.
Are you happy now, officer? Happy that you've ruined everything?
She closes her eyes and starts mumbling something to her pendant.
Host of hosts, she prays. Guard me and my honest business venture from the curse that lurks behind the curtains.
How does the curse manifest itself?
The curse is so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease, eating at the very foundation.
A shiver runs to the woman as she looks around the dimly lit
It's
store.
the curse of financial distress, of ruin and bankruptcy.
She peers at the curtains again. Okay, I'm a little confused. What does that mean?
Everyone knows that all the previous companies in this building have sooner or later declared bankruptcy, and their malicious spirits are still here, feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income statements. There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie lingering presence, as if I was unwanted here.
Why didn't you just tell me right away it's the curse?
It's not good to talk about the curse, not in detail. The negativism, it's dangerous. Talking about the void wraiths angers them.
I'm sure.
Wow. Void raves. You have new words.
Let's see. Have you sought help from anyone?
Yes, I've contacted numerous parapsychologists and even a pair of Simonese mediators. They provided me with the wards.
Okay, that makes sense.
The wards help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further in the building. Even though now I fear, it's not enough.
Is the pendant part of the wards as well? Look at her
Oh,
necklace.
this? No, it's a special Himian amulet, blessed by desert pygmy shamans, with a spell of compulsion. It's to compel people to buy books.
That figures. We kind of guessed that.
There are numerous spells cast throughout the store. I had the books anointed with a different inducement spell, for example. It's guaranteed to boost sales 15%.
I'm sure. How's that working out for you?
Desert pygmy shamans. That sounds like a rather questionable way to describe a group of people.
I think she buys into too much
Doesn't
baloney.
seem like the spell is working. There are no customers around except you.
Exactly. Okay. There are hardly any customers in the store. Do you think it's working? Honestly, it seems like this pendant thing is a scam. You could be doing so much more. Let's see. There are hardly any customers. Do you think it's really working?
Sir, I am well educated in the commercial and esoteric arts. I know what to do and what to avoid.
Okay. Have you ever thought about a sale? Maybe this could lure in some customers. I'm only trying to help. What about some neon signs and blinking lights? You could try to be friendlier with the customers. Maybe you should try to reconceptualize your business. Martinez doesn't look like the best place for a bookshop. Have you ever thought about a sale? Let's see.
Discount my wares? I can see, sir, that you don't value books very highly.
I mean...
Besides, this would only tempt the phantoms of doom. They can sense the desperation, you know.
Let's see. Well, would you like me to take the case? I could investigate, see if the curse is real.
Most certainly not. I don't want anyone who's not familiar with the psychic arts to get involved in this mess. Stay away. Leave the spirits be, so they can return to their slumber.
My liege, you know what this case calls for? A para-detective.
Convince her to let you investigate the doomed commercial area.
Slither up to her, you silver-tongued fiend. Show her what world-class perfidy looks like.
Wait, what if I don't want to lie?
You're not lying. You're giving her peace of mind. The means are thus justified.
Ma'am, I came here to help. I've handled paranatural situations before. I mean, we took a case that was sort of related to
Are you
it.
sure? Don't think I haven't seen charlatans before.
I've returned from the void, a para-detective from a long line of para-detectives.
You're no para-detective. You look nothing like one. And you're clearly a drinker. Pardon me for being so blunt, but...
We don't drink anymore.
You look like one. Hey now, hey. You need the booze to focus, all right?
Nope, we don't need
the
any
lieutenant
booze.
keeps his usual stony calm. He silently picks out his notebook.
I admit I've had my share of drinks, but only because the spectral realm is parapsychologically taxing. You see, it's necessary to the spirits in order to contact the void. It's necessary. Let's go with the first one.
How do you know all this?
Here we go.
Your words brought me here in the first place. The Seminoles blood also runs through me. I am the Void Revenant. I have the powers to debat all the bad energies. Your words brought me here.
You're part Simonese. Oh, it means our meeting couldn't have been mere chance. The hand of fate guides us.
We are such a con artist.
But I am not the only one at risk. I have to think of my daughter. You are certain you can help us? Keep us safe? I can't allow any collateral damage to hit us.
No problem whatsoever. Your family is safe. The phantoms are no match for me. Just ask my partner, Kim. He'll vouch for me. What if we say this? Is he going to be like, don't get me involved in this? The lieutenant mumbles in minor confusion. He's not been listening closely enough. You've put him on the spot.
Certainly so, ma'am. I can assure you my partner is eminent in this particular field.
If you promise, good officer, then you might be our last hope. Do you swear it?
On my honor.
Thank you, sir. There's one more thing I haven't told you about yet. The entity.
Oh boy.
Do not act surprised. You know of these things, sire.
Of course, the entity. Close your eyes, for I have sensed its presence.
You have? The entity takes the form of a woman, a witch probably. I've suspected that she must be connected to the curse ever since I first saw her. Did you know that she lives inside the chimney?
We know who that is. Chimneys aren't big enough for that. Chimney, the passage between heaven and hell, of course. Okay, let's just go with the second one, because let's go full con, right?
Yes. That chimney is part of the building's central furnace, and it's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains. God knows what she's doing there. Some unnatural magic, I assume. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building. What is the source of this curse? Here's the key to the warded door behind the curtains. Take it.
All right.
Oh, and please do return to me after you've looked round. I'm quite anxious to know what she has to say about the curse. What you discover in there.
All right.
What you discover? Probably just some office space. Don't be scared.
I had a few more questions about the curse.
Okay, but please, only a few questions. You wouldn't want to disturb the spirits.
Let's see. I think we've actually already asked anything. Never
The
mind.
woman
All
looks
right.
aloof, her features much softer. Occasionally she glances at her daughter's silhouette.
All right. Farewell for now, book peddler. All right. So it's time for the cursed room. Oh boy. We'll just give it a quick save. It's probably baloney, but
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the
I mean,
curtains.
how would a curtain block spirits anyways? Pull the curtains open.
You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway stands in the back, covered in dozens of scary little Seminese wards, your shadow looming over it like an omen.
Oh boy. A small terrified O escapes from Plaisance as she tries her best to look away, her round face buried in her hands. Alright, in we go. What do we got here? Look at this. Ghostly silhouette of hair dryers. Oh, is this like a hairdresser place? A vaguely androgynous portrait of a man? It looks like a hairdresser's place. Alright, let's go out this door.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of Seminese trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked.
Let's unlock the door with the
After
key.
exerting some force, you manage to turn the key. It's eerily silent. The door slides slightly open, letting a draft of cold air into the room.
We don't have to have Kim go first. We're just gonna open the door and enter. Alright, it's an old gym, okay. Let's see what we got here. Sand is dripping from a punch bag. Something here. The poster says Citius Fortis, the rest is worn off. What is this? A shot put. Oh, we can use that to give to the guys their bowl that we threw in the water, right? So we can finally complete that. Oh.
A barbell lies on the floor. The color has worn off its weight plates. It's 60 kilograms. Your triceps hum at the sight of these weights. Show the world what kind of beast
We're not a
it's dealing
strong
with.
guy.
Lift them.
I don't know about
There are
that.
no collars on the barbell. This is a safety hazard.
It's a trap. There are no collars on the barbell.
You're right. The weight may fall off. Better not touch it then.
What kind of butthead would just remove the collars? It should be a felony.
It would be a violation of EPIS safety regulations if the gym was still operating, but it isn't. No one's supposed to come here anymore.
Alright, let's leave. Well, now, we had a thought as we walked over here. What is this? Smells like leather and sweat. Okay. Worn out wall bars. They look unsafe. Can we go? Okay, so we can go up here. What is this? Never mind. The hallway is blocked by old window panes and debris. What do we got over here? Nothing over here. What's over... anything over here? There's something back here. How do we get back there? There's nowhere to go over here. Can we somehow get past this? Doesn't look like it. What are we supposed to do? Let's check our logbook. Investigate the doomed commercial area. People say the commercial building on the plaza is cursed. No business will ever thrive there without going bankrupt. You promised Plaisance to look into it. Enter the sealed door behind the bookstore and find out what happened to the companies there. Search for the malignant entity. She lives inside the chimney. Find a way in. How are we going to find a way into the chimney? Alright, let's see. Can we talk to Kim? Nothing. Okay. Alright, what can we do? There's no way to go up there. Now, there is that. If we click that, will we do anything? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't know how we would... We have a flashlight, right? Let's see. Can we equip the flashlight? Where is it? Blue oblong pin. Oh. We could sell that, maybe. I don't know. Empty. There's our tools. Okay. So we can equip that. Ah, okay. Now we can see. Nice. Let's see. Wild animals stare at you in the dark, stuffed and mounted. A large demijohn full of strange liquid. Alright. Is this a taxidermy shop? Airship rotors covered in spider webs. They remind you of blades. Okay. Let's see. What do we got here? A naked mannequin torso. A strange yellow color. Hey, Knight. What's up? Ooh, money. I will always take some real. What is this? This is some kind of blueprint, it looks like, or a painting?
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches, and schemes like some ancient cave mural. Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there. Photos and drawings have been pinned to the board.
Okay, inspect the drawings.
These lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types of welkins. You make out autumnal candle welkins, casting wax-based magic.
Okay.
Translucent welkins, with organs shining under their skin, and even ether welkins, hailing from the vast emptiness of sidereal space. You should
Sidereal
adopt one of
space?
those welkins as your persona. No longer a mere man, but a welkin.
A welkin. What exactly is a welkin?
One of the welkins, towering among the rest, appears to be different, however.
Are you on Rumble too? Yes. Yes, I am. Alright, one of the welkins appears to be different. Let's examine this welkin. What's different about him?
Hamira, a high welkin, his face white and scarred like cracked marble. This is clearly a welkin supremacist. The note says, all non-welkin races will be purged.
Right.
The Haldor, the Twarg, the humans, and even headless men, all of them, purged. Imagine a world filled only with welkin. Green welkin, dread welkin, and the high welkin to rule them all.
Okay.
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little welkin creatures.
Why would anyone spend this much time on this?
Some people really like building a world, I think, even if it's just for a game.
Who are these creatures? Who drew them? Are they real? I have so many questions.
This looks like concept art for a project. It's not really real.
One of them is a woken supremacist.
Mhm. Political commentary. That one has a great beard, too.
It must be talking about that one, right? All right. Well, this has been educational. Let's move on
Just
from
look at those
Wokens.
details. So much effort.
All right. Let's inspect the photos.
The photo collage depicts barren, icy landscapes wrapped in perpetual night. You see permafrost and glacial landforms, dead trees grown in under the snow.
Okay.
Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. There are pictures of settlements on dried up riverbeds, abandoned in a storm. Animal corpses in the dark, carcasses and bones.
All right.
You see primitive oil rigs built into glaciers, boreal dvorg, yurts under the snow, great mammoth-like beasts of burden.
Hey, Night. I see you. I see you there also.
Albeit dark and cold, this vision also feels cozy in its own way, like eggnog or morphine.
Let's
a
go back to
much-needed respite
eggnog.
from our own world.
We don't need to go. In like that eggnog without the alcohol in
A
it.
pinned postcard reads,
You're cut off, my
the
guy.
heat death scenario. A desperate fight for geothermal energy
have to be a responsible
engulfs
cop.
the world as Wirral becomes untethered from its sun, drifting through the universe.
Okay, let's inspect the schedule.
This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words like sprint, daily minimi, and GPI span the marker-drawn grid, the grand scheme of production and money.
Oh boy.
It looks a bit like an academic calendar, only much more brutal. Minimi stands for
sprint.
a mini meeting. It's part of a bigger framework for managing work called RUN. Station 41 tried to implement it a few years ago.
All right, let's
failed.
keep reading. What happened?
As time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow rarer and rarer. The board becomes an empty snowfield in the final days. Only failure and regret dwell in this region.
Huh.
Looks like they didn't make it.
Lieutenant looks at the frigid ice of nothingness.
A note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says, "See the prod schedule filament for details."
Let's inspect the notes.
The handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans: Call in, Tune Out, Wirral Untethered, and Heat Death of the Universe.
Oh boy.
The full text reads, "Heat Death of the Universe is the new black." Another note says, "The biggest advancement in role-playing systems since the 30s.
Okay. I guess that's it for this one. All right, let's look over here. And then I think there was a drawer we could look at too. Blue, velvet soft to the touch, moth bitten. Oh, what's in this box?
This appears
Or-
to be some kind
oh.
of machine with a cube-shaped heart and a wired framework. The keyboard has a rectangular on-off button. A piece of paper still hangs from the printer.
A
Okay.
radio computer.
Oh.
Just sitting here without anyone inside.
He sounds surprised and a bit cautious.
What he means is that these things cost money. Why would anyone just leave it behind? This is the Ream Civic radio computer, model RC5120, equipped with a Feld mainframe and a Ream-compatible printer.
Do you think I should turn it on?
We have one of these down at the station, but I never really learned how to use it.
Well, do you think I should
We
turn
have
it
one
on?
of these down at the
Oh.
station, but I
He
never
just-
really
he
learned
just
how
says
to
it.
use it.
All right. It's time to turn it on.
The machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing fluorescent play and print keys on the keyboard. The hatch on the machine's central compartment is wide open.
Okay, well, let's start with we'll look inside the
It's
compartment
empty,
first off.
like a beehive without its brood. Some cables have been left dangling, disconnected.
This is where the memory should go.
Okay, let's press print.
Nothing happens.
What about play?
Nothing happens.
Probably because the
Something's
memory
missing.
stuff is gone.
There's no tape in the player.
Oh, but we have a tape. Can we use the tape somehow? Let's see. We have a blank tape, right? And oh, we just have an empty cassette case. We don't have a blank tape. Okay. So maybe if we had a blank tape or something, we could do something with it. All right. Wasn't there like a drawer over here that we could look at? I swear I thought there was. Wait, what does it say? But where are the clothes it used to display? Okay, what is this? Money? Yes. I will take money. Let's do here first. I think this might be a smaller room, right? Let's see. Steel rotor blades bearing a Slipstream logo. Skis with Slipstream printed on the laminated top layer. Wonder what that's all about. What is this? Production schedule filament memory. Interesting. I wonder if we can use that on the computer. Maybe? Let's see. It's worth a lot of money, too. So we might can sell it. I don't know. Let's see. The filament contains information that can be used in a microcomputer. So can we put it in here? Let's see.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering.
Insert the
casting
production
framework in a
schedule.
soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine on the keyboard.
Let's
Like a
insert
smooth
that.
draw, the filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking.
We'll press play again.
A bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver.
Okay.
The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned hall, until a voice speaks out, crackling and old, cutting into the air.
Good afternoon. Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian Repeater Station 1.
Okay.
Please repeat. Is this the production schedule?
What's the production schedule?
The filament you have inserted into the reader.
You mean that glowing thing I put in inside?
Yes. Is that the production schedule?
Yes.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Password. Of course it would have a password. That's why there's a human administrator involved.
A password? I'm really bad at passwords. Can you give me a hint?
No.
A hint system is not part of the protocol for repeater stations.
Okay, so this is the police. Please open this thing.
I am contractually obliged to protect the privacy of the filament holder for stress accident. Without filing a warrant with Lintel, I cannot give you access to this filament.
I'm afraid we are not doing that, unless we want to wait for a month.
Now, can you please repeat the password?
She sounds cold in the damp air. Is it my birthday?
Still no.
I don't know the password.
Received. I will register this login attempt.
Okay.
Don't worry. Passwords have a way of turning up sooner or later.
Of course.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
Why did you call me Fortress Accident?
Fortress Accident is the company on whose name the terminal you are currently using has been registered to.
Do you have any other information about this company?
One moment.
Okay, so you hear her flip through a catalog before she reads with studious care.
Fortress Accident SCA produces revolutionary interactive call-in radio games. That's what the catalog says.
Okay.
That's not bad.
And what's this interactive call-in radio game? And what's that? What is it?
Any other questions?
You hear her ask when the connection finally improves. Let's see. What are you, a machine or are you alive?
Yes, I am alive. I am 74 years old and my name is Yvonne.
Okay.
She repeats passwords. Programming people are all paranoid.
Okay, let's see. Yvonne, my partner, tells me that you're here because your computer guys are all paranoid. But where are you? How did you know where I am? Do we say that? My partner tells me you're here because radio computer guys are all paranoid?
They are merely cautious. It's my job to protect their filaments as a password repeater at the East Insulindian Station.
Okay, but where are you? How did you know where I am?
I work as a repeater at the East Insulindian repeater station. It's my job to know where you are, Fortress Accident.
Okay.
As for me, well, I am sitting in my cubicle, surrounded by a wall of radios. Now, please tell me if there's anything else I can do, Fortress Accident.
That's all for now?
Thank you, and goodbye.
Okay.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework.
So we need to find the password. What is this over here? We'll check this out next. Scribbled across a notebook, developers of the most advanced RPG in the universe. Okay.
This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn
Frequency
in blue
fireplace.
and red marker. The mesh spreading over the stone like blood vessels on alabaster skin. It looks ghostly and strangely ancient. The whole thing resembles Kadran mosaic tiles. Very pedantic.
Hold on. How do I know what Kadran mosaic tiles are supposed to look like?
History classes, students with their textbooks open, studying the roots of our civilization. Those aquarelle blue tiles looked beautiful in the sun.
Okay. What exactly am I looking
Radio
at?
frequencies, it seems. UKV 123.6, UKV 123.7, UKV 123.9.
Haven't
Some
we heard
written
the
notes,
UKV
too.
before?
Sparse and cryptic.
Radio frequencies for what?
Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced.
This must be an elaborate. So we're dealing with something medical
You
here?
think so? The web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart, titled The Game Master Frequency. A note says, this one can listen in on any station it wants. They must have had massive air width. These things don't come cheap.
Okay, wait. Who's the game master?
Someone very important. A conductor for the hundreds of story threads that pass through the Game Master's frequency.
If it's a game, then who's
Whoever
playing?
decides to call in to a call-in station, it looks like. A
Okay.
list of names under the stations suggests people across 6 Isolas would be playing. Muindi, Insulinda, Kotla, Grad, Samara, and even Il Mara.
Okay.
There's no way a little basement studio working here could pull anything like this off.
My god. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became.
The cost of air width alone must have been huge.
Exactly. This schedule, I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding.
What else? Let's squint at the
Nothing.
lines.
It's just lines on marble. An echo from times long gone. No one has used the fireplace in ages.
Okay. Can we open this?
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace?
Someone tried to exercise the curse using technology. Looks like an undercover counterintelligence program. It's just a failed business. The only question is, what were they making? Let's see. An undercover counterintelligence program? Maybe. I mean, what if we say that?
No, that's not it. I think
Okay. The lieutenant takes a step back, steepling his
Like
hands.
he's ready to lay out a fine theory, crafted together like a puzzle box.
Okay, let's see.
it looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games. Only these people were trying to automate it, make it work on radio computers.
Okay, how were they planning to do that?
Through call-in stations. None of the players have to be physically present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game, as long as they have a two-way radio.
So they're trying to automate games, much like, we might be doing now.
Then there's the Game Master frequency that listens in on the smaller call-in stations. I think that was supposed to coordinate the stories, functioning as a master of ceremonies of sorts.
Okay.
His fascination has swept aside other concerns for the moment. He's a little hooked.
Is he secretly a gaming nerd?
Coordinating so many games would take a whole switchboard of people, possibly divided into sub-frequencies.
How, has anyone ever done this before?
Not to my knowledge. They make automated games in Graz, Messina, Königstein. You know, places with industry.
Not in Revachol West, among the ruins.
Okay.
But I don't think anyone has attempted to create an interisolary game before. We just don't have the technology.
And this was a role-playing game.
Indeed. Those Welkins are a dead giveaway. Role-playing people love that stuff. The world looks like a modified version of the WeWorld board game, with hit death thrown in.
Super cool. Someone should give them millions of real immediately. This game is too good to be left unfinished.
What do you think happened to the company?
No idea. They stopped filling out the schedule on the chalkboard.
All right, wow.
Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but...
They were insane if they thought they could do it. It was just a play to cheat money out of their investors' pockets. Their curse got them. I see another explanation. The world is cold and lonely. This would keep it company. Let's finish it. Do we have any money? Let's give them more money so they can finish it and make it even bigger. They were insane if they thought they could do this.
Yes, especially in here.
The lieutenant looks around the derelict room. The pipes howl and a rat crosses the floor in front of your feet.
Okay, let's keep moving.
All right. So let's see. Can we go through there? Okay. What is this? We get more money and some magnesium. Yes, please. There's a big old, like, bear werewolf statue here thing.
You see a
Oh,
terrifying
icy bear
ice
fridge.
with a strange compartment in its belly. The door is covered in frost, and the bear's eyes are glowing red.
Okay.
The bear looks oddly realistic. Is it taxidermy?
What is this thing? It looks like a giant ice
The
bear.
lieutenant doesn't answer. His eyes are glued to the animal. A sharp slice of light shines out from its mysterious belly door.
Crack open the
A
door.
gust of freezing cold air rushes to greet you. You hear a low grumble as the bear regulates itself. This is the inside of a refrigerator.
What's inside?
The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has found the holster of his gun.
And let's not tell him to relax. Let's just look inside
The shelves
ourselves.
are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name, Revachol Ice City. A handwritten note has been attached to the door. The fridge is huge.
Take the note from the
You
door.
pocket the note and the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door.
Examine one of the ice cream wrappers
A
in there.
friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper. It looks nothing like the fridge. The paper still smells of vanilla and chocolate.
Okay. What is a giant bear-shaped fridge doing in an abandoned cellar in the first place?
Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge.
The lieutenant reaches for one of the wrappers. He studies it in the light. So they tried to sell ice cream from this hyper carnivore?
I know. What an unfortunate marketing choice. What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day.
The lieutenant points to the red snaky cable running from the fridge.
Buzzes with energy. The electricity bill on this thing must be catastrophic.
Oh boy. Okay, what do we got over here? An ice cream maker defrosted and unplugged. Okay. So much stuff over here. The flashlight casts a strange shadow. There's a hidden doorway here. Okay. Can we find out where it is? Okay. What does this say? 2 rusty rifles are hidden above the piping. They look inoperable. Someone has stuck some busted guns beneath the ceiling. What
A
is
few
this?
bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in.
Let's see. Where are we? Look around the secret room.
Seems like an old bunker from the revolutionary period. Look at all those rifles. Must be an old weapons cache.
Okay. There's a hole in the wall.
There is, yes. And there also appears to be something inside the hole. Interesting. Do you want to take a look?
Let's see. Yeah, I do.
Your hand reaches deep into darkness and spiderwebs. Rummaging around, you find rusty rifles hidden away.
Inspect the rifles.
Most of them are rusty and inoperable, like the rest, but one catches your eye. A bolt-action model with a fine wood stock, in better cosmetic order than the others.
This one looks nice.
That's a rare sight. Seems to no longer be functional, but still a beautiful thing in its own way.
Okay. What does this mean, a rifle
It
here?
means there are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying around in Martinez. It's an interesting coincidence, I would say. Might come in useful in the future.
Alright.
He likes this find.
Well, let's see. What else do we got here? I guess that was that secret. Now we've got this. What is this over here? That little rat that just ran. A frozen ice cream maker that's still running. There's something here. What's on this shelf? Money. And a Nosafed. Alright, let's look in here.
2 cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge, and the black one to the ice cream maker nearby.
Unplug the giant red cable.
An electric sizzle. The room is slightly quieter now.
Unplug the black cable.
Something close to you dies with a soft electric purr.
Why did you do that?
Let's see. It's black. It's not like the red one because it's black, the color of a measurable. I don't know why I unplugged it. I do things without any reason.
The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything. The electric distribution board now has 1 cable missing.
All right, let's plug in the black cable.
Somewhere, a machine hums along with the current, happy and contented.
All right, we'll leave that alone. And we'll see what happens. Intercom wires running into the breaker box. We have insane mesh tank top +1 drama. Okay, so what's up here? Oh. So now, okay. Alright, so we have explored all around here. We still need to find how to get to the other. We still got to explore over here. Let's see. Did we manage to turn the
beer's
power off?
eyes are dead and empty. Ice inside the fridge slowly melting. The power has been cut off.
All right, there we go. So we did a good deed. We saved them some money. What is this? The wall collapsed. It's inaccessible now. What is this?
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black.
Kim, what is this thing? It's a furnace.
Looks
Is
like
it a
it.
furnace?
Looks like an old central furnace used to heat the building. It's connected to the chimney.
He opens the door and gingerly peeks inside.
No one has used it in ages. No signs of any recent fire. Only dead rats.
Look inside the furnace.
It's dark and grimy here. In the darkness you can hear chatter. It's coming from above. A voice or several voices talking to each other. Near the smoke chamber, upstairs.
Okay.
The echo is so prominent, it's impossible to discern what the voices are saying or what's producing them.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I'm not sure, Kim, but I think I can hear someone talking upstairs.
Wait, really? You should investigate. See if someone's upstairs.
Okay, so let's go look. See if we can hear whoever it is that's making those noises. It's probably the quote-unquote entity, right? So let's see. Oop,
Yes?
I need to go up. Wait, how do I... Okay, let's click this. Alright, there we go. I was like, can I please go up? Alright, so... Now where is it coming from? That's the question. Is it back here somewhere? Maybe? We already explored this area. It wasn't here.
Looks like someone tried to reconceptualize their business here.
I don't get it.
Look, the skis and rotorblades both bear the same Slipstream logo. It seems likely that they started out making one, failed to turn a profit, and then pivoted to producing the other.
And the question is, which did they start with and which did they pivot to? Let's see.
That's a good question.
What a strange leap of imagination, and yet they still failed. How sad. It's just speculation. We don't know anything for sure.
Not quite. You do know that there's something unusual about this company's business model.
Yeah. We need to get that password. I wonder if it says on the note that we found. Let's look. So we have a note.
The note is written with a blue pencil on a piece of lined office paper. The kitchen magnets have left spots on its surface.
What does it
Does
say?
it say anything interesting?
Lieutenant leans closer to read the crumpled note over your shoulder. Let's read the note.
Someone has scribbled, S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so I had to hide it somewhere safe.
I wonder if that's Kuno, right?
You'll find the filament memory with the off-site copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home, ASAP. It's important. I'd do it myself if I lived in a civilized place with a freezer. Take care. Sully Swaff.
Interesting. I wonder who wrote that note. Well, obviously someone named Sulislaw, but who is that?
Looks like someone from that radio game company upstairs. I'm a little surprised they just left their property lying here.
Maybe they had to leave in a hurry?
That's a plausible hypothesis.
So who's the illiterate ginger kid? That's gonna be Kuno, right?
Really? You don't have a single guess?
You mean Kuno?
Oh, I'm sure that child would love to get his hands on the filament memory. Even if he doesn't know what to do with it, he'd probably try to pawn it for speed, based on our encounter.
Alright, so we could go look and see. Alright. But I want to investigate up here first, see if we can find out where the voices came from. Could it be through here? I don't know. What about through here? Nope, this is just going downstairs again. We gotta figure out where all that is. Wait, yeah, we checked that out, right? Let's go back downstairs. Yeah, we checked this out. All right. Let's go back around here. And let's see. Let's go down here then. Go to the frozen ice cream maker, right? It should be over here, right? This one. Get the filament memory.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner on top and an electric freezer that appears to be frozen shut.
Turn the ice cream crank?
Turning the crank feels oddly satisfying, like stirring your childhood dreams. In the distance, you hear water dripping.
All right, what if we go unplug it now so that it melts?
Only the black cable is plugged into the breaker box, while the red one lies neglected on the floor.
Let's unplug it.
Something close to you dies with a soft electric purr.
Why did you do that?
Because it's black. It's not like the red one.
The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything. The electric distribution board
Because
now
that's
has one cable missing.
where the filament should be, right? Can we open this now? I wonder?
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric
We may have
freezer.
to wait.
The ice around it
Hey, Everett,
slowly
welcome in.
melting.
It's slowly melting. Okay, so we may have to come back to that while it melts because we'll have to come back and see how that is. I don't think we can do anything with the frozen one. All right. I hope non-Idris Elba is doing well. It is going well so far. We are totally off on a tangent here. So now we got to figure out how to get into there. So let's see. What is this exactly?
This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker. The mesh
We gotta
spreading
get
over
back
the
here
stone
somewhere,
like blood
right?
vessels on alabaster skin. It looks ghostly and strangely ancient. The whole thing resembles Kadran mosaic tiles. Very pesantic.
Okay, is there a way we can, like... I don't know. What if we look at this again? Can we get the password from here?
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered. Some of the writing
We've
has
already
faded.
looked at everything there. See, I see this. What is back here? Oh, there's another floor up here. Oh.
An iron safety curtain curves before your eyes,
Oh.
folded like a bellows. It covers half the room, blocking the way into a colossal
That's where we
industrial
wanted to
chimney.
go.
This must be where the entity lives.
Indeed.
This is directly above the central furnace in the cellar. The voices probably came from here.
Well, let's not knock right away. Let's see if we can find a other way in, maybe. The floorboards creak. Shoes in a puddle of melting snow. What's up here? Postcard La Delta 51. Okay. Can we... If we knock on it... I guess we have no other choice.
As
Presumably
before,
Moscow is
an
on the
iron
other
safety
side of that
curtain
iron
curves
gun
before
curtain.
your eyes. It covers half the room, blocking.
Okay.
This is directly above
What if
the
we
central
just
furnace in the
knock on
cellar.
it? What's gonna
The
happen?
voices. What an odd thing to do. Nothing happens.
Knock on it harder?
Still nothing. No one's
Knock
home.
knock even harder?
Those curtains prove to be surprisingly
Aw.
sturdy. Your fist hurts now.
There must be another way to wake up whoever is in there. Maybe we can try yelling into the furnace downstairs.
Yeah, we can. Let's go try that. Alright. Back down we go. Where was it? Was over here. We'll eventually figure out the password that we need. We can also check. Let's go ahead and yell into here.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black.
Hello?
Something breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths. The chatter of tiny voices above suddenly ceases. Then,
Let's see. This is the police. Who's there? Hello, are you there? Speak to me.
Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please come upstairs. There's a safety curtain on the second floor. I'll open it.
Okay.
you hear a low rumble upstairs. The sound of a curtain being pulled aside.
All right.
After you, officer.
Okay. So let's check the freezer real fast before we head up again, just to see if it's defrosted enough yet. Let's just look.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand
It's
crank.
still melting, so it's not melted yet. We'll just keep going. Probably gonna take a little bit for it to melt, which is understandable. So let's go up, and we'll finally maybe be able to solve the case of the entity. Let's see what's going on. Go to the iron curtain. All right. Oh. This tray is full of dice. Colorful polyhedral dice. Hundreds of them. Is she the only one left working in the shop? The candy dispenser has been repurposed to contain thousands of dice. Okay. Hello.
Hello, I'm Nia.
A bird-like woman sits on a throne of tools with emerald light shining through her hair.
Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Milius.
She taps on her headphones. Oh, that's why she didn't hear us. Okay.
So what kind of die are you looking for?
She's got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the lynching.
Okay, we will. Hold on. What do you mean, Milius?
Yes, a Milius is like a call-in station. You need a
Oh.
two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these.
Okay.
Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed, I must have missed you knocking.
Okay. Why were you asking me about dice?
I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
Role-playing games? You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count?
Let's see. I like role-playing games and I need some dice. Maybe. I'm not really sure why I'm here, honestly. No, I was looking for something else. Squint your eyes mysteriously. Answers. I'm not interested in buying dice right now. I'm a police officer and I need to ask some questions. I like role-playing games and I need some dice.
Very good. My rate is 10 real per set, unless you want something really unusual. Take a look around and see if there's any particular stone you want to use.
The walls are covered with rows of precious stones and
It
minerals.
almost looks as if the stones and dice are a natural part of the room, growing out of the shells like stalagmites. No falsehoods are present. She's a novelty dice maker and doesn't have anything to hide. Ask what you need.
Okay, how did you become a dice
How
maker?
did I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused field with too much competition.
Okay.
Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of cobalt. That was my first order. I grew it from there.
Do you like role-playing games yourself?
Not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role players as customers? They're nice people.
Okay.
Some of those nice people have big bucks to spend on novelty items.
What do you know about the man who was lynched behind the whirling in rags?
Nothing really. I didn't know him.
The lieutenant looks at his notebook, then the woman under the large window.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening?
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window.
Okay, what do you mean by the daily ruckus?
Well, there's always something going on in the whirling's backyard.
She stops to try to come up with an example.
During daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike.
Probably.
She's heard of the murder, but did not see it, sire.
But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid.
Let's see. And you never took your eyes off the work to look out the
I
window?
might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness.
That's true if it was
It's
nighttime.
light here, but dark in the yard at night.
Yeah.
It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone.
You often work Sunday nights?
It's an odd profession, making dice for people, but I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
Okay. I see. Thank you for your answers.
She nods.
Anything else, officer?
Where are we anyway? What is this place?
We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know.
She looks at the ruddy bricks that make up the walls. Even though they've been repainted, there are still signs of coal black soot here and there.
But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
Creative.
The lieutenant looks around the spacious room, its ceiling fading into shadows
When
above.
she arrived here, there was no room anywhere else. She must have known the other businesses.
Let's see. Do you know what happened to the other tenants? Everyone else is gone.
More or less. Are you interested in anyone specific?
Yes.
Oh, quite a lot of them spring to mind.
Okay. Let's see. There used to be a hair salon here, right?
Yes, I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They weren't a big hit around here. Turns out that working class men don't like genderless haircuts. They're scared of that word.
Okay.
A bit of experimenting every now and then isn't bad.
Sure.
It's not about the haircut. It's about the confidence.
Let's see. I guess I'm a simple man. I don't really have any opinions on hairstyles.
Me neither. I just want it off my face.
She tucks a strand of hair under her headscarf. What happened to the gym?
It wasn't merely a gym, it was Artemitep's boxing club. A community project created to steer at-risk youth away from drugs and crime.
And who was Artemitep?
A kind man from Zemsk. I heard he had some trouble with the law when he was younger, and that's why he wanted to start the gym, as his way of giving back.
Maybe that's what Kuno needs, a community-centric boxing club.
Kuno? Who's Kuno?
He's a little ginger gremlin who likes to defile dead bodies.
Oh yes, you mean the kid with the sailor's mouth?
Yes, he has the potty mouth.
I've heard him yelling profanities in the backyard.
It's oddly, she looks out the window, it's oddly quiet out there at the
I
moment.
think it would take more than a gym to help that kid.
Probably. Judging from the kids I've met so far, it didn't really work, did it? How did the community project work out?
It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse. At some point, someone started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs was full of amphetamines.
Oh.
You should have known it. It's not really full of that. No one would store their drugs like that.
Yeah.
Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. This was a few years ago. It's gotten much more peaceful around the plaza ever since.
Okay, what's up with the broken windows?
Oh, this one's a mess. There used to be a company that promised to repair windows 24 hours a day. What could go wrong with this one, right?
What indeed?
Turns out, the business was actually set up as a front for an illicit group that was producing snuff milias. Who would have guessed?
What's the snuff milieu?
I'm assuming it's like a murder film.
And they never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just littering the hallway and I have no idea how to get rid of it on my own.
Cool about the debris, but what's a snuff milieu? It's a shame about those windows. I'm not even gonna ask about that milieu.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah, because that's gonna be like a snuff film, so... did someone here make stuffed animals? I saw mounts lying around.
You mean Mr. Fabron? The
Yeah,
taxidermist?
taxidermy. Yeah, that's what I figured.
No, mostly just did drugs.
Oh, okay, well that
But
makes sense.
What drugs exactly?
Let it pass.
Anything else?
I found creepy mannequins.
There used to be a fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years, until the insect rights activists came.
Insect right activists? What in the name of...
The atelier produced a certain collection that used chitin among the materials. Apparently chitin is made in the Occident, where it's extracted from beetle wings.
Okay.
And you know how all kinds of political movements are big in the Occident.
I guess so.
The activists shut down the biggest chitin supplier, which of course caused the price to skyrocket.
Okay.
And, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection.
I'm glad that someone took care of the little guys. I like insects, but insects don't have any brains or feelings. They got what they deserved. Clothes out of beetle wigs is a terrible idea. They got what they deserve. Making clothes out of beetle wings is a terrible idea.
At least it had some spark to it. Most young designers just combine lace with leather and call it original.
She shifts her simple workwear shirt.
As she shifts around, you notice several dead flies on the windowsill in front of her. Legs up. They're not moving.
Okay.
Anything else?
What's with the rotor blade and skis?
They were made by a company called Slipstream.
We saw them.
After they pivoted from making rotor blades to skis, their chief executive took off on a vacation
In
with all
quotes.
their money.
She rests her hand on her chin on her hand with an impish smile.
Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from Tulula or Tiumotiri or Hashtkor or wherever he is.
Interesting. What do these transmissions say?
The usual, I imagine. That he's been thinking up all kinds of new business plans and can't wait to get started on them just as soon as he returns.
Uh-huh. Her smile widens before she sees the lieutenant's face behind you.
Men like that are a curse.
The lieutenant is stern.
Sure, but Slipstream is history now. All their remaining assets got seized by the bailiffs in 47.
Okay.
I have no idea why those skis and blades are still lying around in the house. Not much use now, I guess.
They were just props. Why return them?
Guess so.
Maybe you could make a sword out of one. No, wait, forget it. It would take too long.
Okay, I found a strange machine.
Fortress Accident, the radio game studio.
She closes her eyes as some remnant of a memory lights up on
They
her
were an
face.
interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once, I even saw two of them get into fisticuffs over Wirral.
That's understandable.
They took their games very
Fantasies
seriously.
are serious things. The mind is the drawing board of history.
I guess so.
They certainly took their work very seriously, even if they seem to be chronically liberal with their schedules.
So, what do you mean liberal? What
The
happened?
usual. They ran out of money and couldn't get the project done on time.
What went wrong?
Well, I did hear them talking at times.
She looks at the hallway as if she can hear them chit-chatting behind her curtains on a cigarette break.
They seemed to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest.
She
Okay.
sounds almost mocking when she says that.
From what I've seen so far, the project did look quite impressive. Really, they must have been on a gigantic ego trip. But it was very impressive.
Yes, but when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know, how the markets are rigged to keep out new businesses and so on.
I mean, I guess.
In the end, they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic and to show up to work on time.
Showing
That is
up
kind
to
of
work
important.
on time is hard. No, scratch that. Showing up to work at all is difficult, especially if you've been drinking.
Let's see. Well, showing up to work on time is incredibly hard. That's too bad. I would have supported them. The project looked great. You're right. They should have tried harder. They had everything they needed to
Still,
succeed.
not everyone is going to make it. That's the nature of the game.
Okay.
The result is 1 on a 20-sided die.
She had a botch.
Anything else?
There was a terrified taxidermy bear in the cellar.
Oh boy, the fabled Revachol ICT. You're in for a treat here.
She smiles and leans closer, hands on her knees like a stand-up comedian ready to tell
The
a
place
story.
was owned by two guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them. Now ask me about their other ideas.
Okay, tell me about their other
Indeed.
ideas.
What were the other ideas?
What were the other
There
ideas?
was really just one. And it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents per hour to man the booth. And
Okay.
by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing.
She leans back disapproving.
Victor does the same thing.
Yeah, it does. I know a girl just like that. She works in Fit as a cashier, and she's not particularly friendly.
Employing silky teenage girls is a widespread practice, yes. Unfortunately, they always come in packs. I'm talking about acne-ridden girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the shop. At least that's what happened with Ravachol ICT.
Uh-huh.
And they already had the bear.
She closes her eyes as if remembering something painful. What happened? Or what about the bear?
The bear.
She repeats, pressing thumbs into her temples like trying to suppress a headache. It didn't work out?
Of course not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator. To make matters worse, the fridge didn't work too well either, and half the ice cream came out malformed and partially melted. Eventually, Ravishore Ice City lost the price war to its rival, Glacé 5000. Glacé 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents a piece, out of regular fridges.
Its market doing its job? I'm sure the bear was doing its best. The bear was scary. Every time I saw the bear, I felt scared. Like it could become alive any moment. Now, I killed the bear. And plucked it. I killed the bear. Let's see. It's the market doing its job.
Maybe, because the taxidermist who made the bear definitely wasn't. Doing his job, I mean.
How come? It was because he was drunk, right?
He said that the bear was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants. Called it Megatherian.
Okay.
Sounds cool.
Okay. I don't want to hear about bears anymore. Let's move on.
Oh, I totally understand.
All
Anything
right.
else?
Let's see. I found the building's intercom, but it's not working.
Oh, right. I hope you didn't try to ring me.
Okay.
I think none of those doorbells work, including mine. I'm still in the middle of connecting the wires. Sorry about the confusion.
Okay. So you're telling me that you have a doorbell there. Which one?
The one with an empty name card. It's the last one in the list.
Oh, okay.
As I said, it's quite useless right now. It doesn't work yet.
I was wondering about the whirling in rags. Is it part of the same building complex? Because we did ring that
You
one.
could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the East Delta Commerce Center project. That explains why you can call the whirling from the intercom, albeit I doubt that anyone responds.
Okay.
If the whirling is part of the same building, then it's part of the doomed commercial area. The darkness of this place is there, too.
All right. So I have a few more questions
Sure,
about the
I'm
building.
listening.
Actually, I had other
Good.
questions.
I hope it clarified things a bit. What else?
I've heard this place is cursed. Did you know people call it the doomed commercial area?
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true.
Plaisance is the one who sent me. She's convinced that this place is swarming with malicious energies.
Plaisance, the bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energies spared her somehow?
Plaisance is a wise woman. She has some of these trinkets protecting her from the curse. Actually, the bookstore isn't doing well. There are hardly any customers, and she has to exploit her own daughter to keep the company going. The curse is just biding its time before it strikes again. Sooner or later, everyone will fail, even her. I don't know why the bookstore hasn't gone bankrupt yet. That's why I'm here to investigate. So it's not doing well.
Oh, right. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in rags? Some people say it's part of the building complex.
Let's see. The building, it's a separate building. The malicious energies can't reach there. The whirling isn't doing well either. The waitress took off and customers have trouble paying bills. You're right, the whirling doesn't really look like it's cursed.
And then there is me.
She sighs, looking at her messy work table. All kinds of tools lie scattered, from knives and carving files to wire cutters.
I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million-real business idea, yet somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange, isn't it?
Means there's no curse.
Maybe it's just because she's so talented that she's been able to woo the curse.
Maybe. Plaisance thinks it's because you're the source of it, a malignant energy. It's because you're competent and dedicated to your craft. The curse doesn't affect people like you. The curse will get to you. No, have no doubt about it. It just doesn't care about earthly time frames. I'll be the first to admit there are inconsistencies in this so-called curse. Yeah, there's very many inconsistencies.
I was just about to ask, what do you think? Do you think the curse is real?
I think it still might be you that's causing this. I'm starting to see there is no curse, only business decisions and natural market fluctuations. Honestly, I'm still not sure. This world is a puzzling place. It's bad business decisions and natural market fluctuations.
Exactly. Truth is always so disappointingly mundane and boring. But I'm glad we got this sorted out. Anything else I can help you with today?
I think that's
That's
it.
all she has to say on the subject. She's been thorough and truthful as far as we can see.
Okay, I think that's it. All right, let's go ahead and head out then. It has been a little bit of time. Well, what's over here, actually? Is there anything over here? And we get to... Oh, those are on the other side, I see. Okay, there's nothing over here. So, let's head... I want to check on the freezer one more time before we completely leave. Plus, I think we can get out. Well, I don't know. We could get out from the bottom there. But let's check on this one more time. Just to see. Is it defrosted yet?
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer.
Okay, it's still working on on melting, so we'll just come back later and check it out. Alright, so now we came out from here. We can go talk to Plaisance, and I guess I can unequip my flashlight. So let's see. Tools. Let's go ahead and re-equip our bag. Yeah, there we go. Crowbar in our bag. That's fine. Alright. Now let's go report back to Plaisance. It is
You're alive
fine.
and well. Don't keep me waiting now. What's in there? In that dark sarcophagus?
The dark sarcophagus paused dramatically.
Yes, yes. How was it?
Tell her how ghastly it was. You know it's what she wants to hear.
Let's not scare her. It was a Charnel horse, a failed business enterprises, leeching life energy from this bookstore. I'm in no position to give out personal opinions. Honestly, a dump. Nothing to see there, just heaps of garbage. Someone should let the sunshine in. Yeah, it's a dump.
But what else did you find? Did anything survive? No, of course not. Have you located the entity?
I talked to the entity you told me about. Her name is Nea, and she's a novelty dice maker.
A novelty dice maker? Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery? Sometimes they use the ankle bones of sheep.
She's not a sorceress or some malicious entity. She's a businesswoman like you. No, ma'am, I have felt her aura. She is not the one to blame for this curse. She may be involved, but I don't have a way to question the malignant entity further. She's a businesswoman. She's not a sorceress.
I don't understand. If it's not her, then where is the source of the doom? How did she explain the curse?
She looks perplexed.
Before you say anything, ask yourself, is the woman really able to withstand the truth? The narrative she's built herself, it does need tearing down.
Yeah, I think so.
She's squeezing on the pendant too tight. A drop of blood in her palm.
She's a little bit too superstitious.
Just don't say you don't have any answer yet. The uncertainty is killing her.
Yeah.
To hell with it. Perchance you ought to just lie, sire.
She says there is no curse because there are too many inconsistencies. The source is in the taxidermist shop. He became involved in arts darker than taxidermy and brought the void spirits down upon the place. Honestly, I don't have an answer yet. There are still leads to be followed, like the strange radio computer thing. There is another entity, more malignant, pulling the strings in Martinez. Perhaps in my travels I will cross paths with it. She says there's no curse. There's just too many inconsistencies.
Too many inconsistencies? What kind of talk is that?
The woman scoffs at you with an audible
Good
snort.
luck persuading her. Some people can rationalize anything.
Well, first, you're one of those inconsistencies.
I am not doing as well as it looks like I am. I
She
only have
grasps
my
her
Similes
pendant.
wards to thank for the protection they provide.
As I said, she's a novelty dice maker. Her business has been up and running for a long time now.
Yes, because her business consists of the psychic leech that's been feeding the curse.
Red blotches appear on her skin.
I see that you've fallen for her manipulation, Detective. The investigation is over. I just hope that you haven't made anything worse by going in there.
Oh my goodness,
Thank
this
you for
lady.
nothing. Please do buy some books or be on your way.
Oh my goodness, this
There
lady.
was never any other way this could have gone. She's just too far gone into her own
She's a
mind.
little crazy.
I am sorry we had to disappoint you, ma'am. Can we go now?
All right, farewell. All right, well, we tried. We have one more thing we can do right now, and that is to right a wrong that we did. So let's go do that real fast. We have some men to see. Oh, they're over here. Hello? We have an apology to
I have really
make.
held down myself. This is divine.
He's got a sandwich he really
Yes,
likes.
That's what you need, Gaston. More padding on that fat arse of yours. I
Dude.
hope your heart gives out.
Oh boy.
René, it's a little pleasures. Life doesn't need to be a struggle. Hello, officer. How might I be of assistance on this fine day?
What do you know about the dead man?
Let me think. I heard someone was hanged and left on a tree for a week. But that's all I know, really.
Come on, you must have heard something.
No, officers, I'm sorry. And I really would like to assist. You are both good guys. I can see that.
Then help them, you wimp. You have plenty of shoulder with the ghost caviar in the Union. Someone must know something.
Ooh, maybe we can get an in here.
He means caviar socialists.
I wish I could, but I just don't know anything. I always keep my nose clean and don't gossip. Everyone knows and respects that.
Okay.
Odd. He doesn't seem to be lying, but there's something off here.
Sounds a bit like you're holding back.
I'm not even anyone.
Of course he's holding back. His mouth is so full of Union prick he can't even speak properly.
Okay.
Can I at least finish my fucking sentence before you piss on it? Is that okay, René?
Oh boy.
I'm not anyone important in the Union. I just know Evrard.
Oh, how do you know Efrat?
Everyone in Martinez knows the Clare brothers. I taught these boys human studies and history in the gymnasium.
Okay.
What do you know about history? You never witnessed history. Only heard about it years later, when it had already moved on. You don't know history.
Okay.
The old soldier mumbles something under his breath and turns to face the sea.
Maybe he can get us
There
an
he
in there.
stands, proud, rigid and alone, like a cracking marble statue.
Maybe.
Let's try not to get caught in a crossfire.
Can you help me get inside the harbor?
No, I'm sorry, officer. I don't even have a key card. Evrard usually sends someone to get me when he wants to talk.
Are you a union member?
Oh, in many ways, yes. Like an honorary member. I attend meetings and parties, help with little things. Evrard, Edgar, and the older debarders all know me.
In many ways.
Oh, yes.
You're not an actual member.
Not in the technical sense. I don't have a vote or a membership card, but Evrard keeps me on the payroll, just for the little things.
Okay.
So that's what it was before. Him hiding something. He tries to make it look like he's a big deal in the Union, and now the illusion is disintegrating before your and René's eyes.
Yeah, okay.
He doesn't know anything because no one tells him anything. He's an outsider.
Of course he's not a member. He's not a member of anything. I knew that. He's a Vezavein. Comes to where the wind blows and tries to look important. I hate this socialist rabble, but even siding with them is better than living your entire life on the fence. Never committing to anything. Pick a damn side already.
What are the little things you do for Everett?
Writing work mostly. Occasionally, he needs something written, and I happen to have a way with words, people say.
What kind of things do you write for him?
Oh, nothing official, I assure you. Just essays for the newspapers. About Martinez and how things are and how they could be. Everett and I had these long talks where...
Well, he tells his little pen man exactly what to say. It's commie propaganda, plain and simple. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Are you a caviar socialist?
I don't even consider myself a regular socialist. Politics is not really something I involve myself in, officer.
How can you write those newspaper pieces if you're not political? So you're a weather vane, but you need to believe in something. Freedom, the people, Revachol, or even money. How can you write those newspaper pieces if you're not political?
Officer, I have a vivid imagination.
I guess so.
And like I said, I have a way with words. That's enough. No need to sink into politics.
Okay.
He just fluffs it up.
Of course. Don't sink into anything. Don't sink into any fight. Only sink into your couch.
But you need to believe in something. Freedom, the people, Revachol, even money.
I believe everyone has the right to think and do whatever they want. Even if it's nothing at all. I'm very adaptable.
Okay.
Oh, mon Dieu.
The Carbonaire closes his eyes like he's never going to open them again.
No, thank you. For being consummate professionals. You'll have this case wrapped up in no time.
Alright, bye for now. Can we give him back his bull? Because we
We're
lost
still
one?
waiting for a replacement for the bull you sent sinking.
I found you guys one. Here you go.
What is this? Are you mocking us? This isn't for pétanque.
Oh.
Now, no need to get angry again, René. I'm sure the officer tried his best. It's not like there's a bull kiosk here in Martinez.
I'm very sorry. It's the best I could find.
The best, huh? This isn't even a bull. But fine.
We did it.
Guess you did attempt to right your hooliganism. Consider it forgiven.
Great. Is there anything you'd tell me about this rifle?
It's a Bell McGrave. 4.46 caliber. Breech loading. Revachol made. Good weapon. Accurate and reliable.
Alright.
His moves are quick and precise as he first checks the weapon, then aims it at the sea. This man knows firearms intimately.
Nice.
This one's inoperable. The bolt spring is missing and the mechanism is jammed shut. Still a beauty. Where did you find her?
What do you mean find? This is my rifle. I always have it with me. Sorry, I can't divulge that information. I don't know if we ought to be saying that, right? I mean, we are cops. We have to keep some things quiet. I can't divulge that.
I understand. Unfortunately, I don't know what else to tell you. These BMs are an antique. No one uses them anymore. The ammunition is impossible to find.
Alright, well, thank you for your time. Alright, now, we have 1 point we can do, which means we can go back to try and get our coat one more time. So, let's see if we can actually manage to do it this time. I don't know if we'll have any luck, but we can certainly give it a try. I think we might have to go around the other way. Maybe? I forget. Or is it in here? Wait, what is in here? Oh, Okay, yeah, we gotta go around the other way. That's okay. We'll run back to the whirling and rags real fast. Alright. Out the gate. We're just gonna... It is, let's see... 3:25, I believe. 15:25, I think that's 3:25 in the afternoon. So we're getting closer to when we'll be able to talk to that guy. It's still gonna be a bit. Alright. Man, it's crazy how much new stuff we explored just hanging around the Whirling in Rags today. Alright, in we go. And it's time for another attempt. We will probably fail. But we gotta keep trying. We need our coat. Alright. Up we go. One more try. And then maybe we can, I don't know. We gotta figure out if there's some way to get to Everard. Alright, maybe we can talk to them about riding or something. So what is it that we need? Let's see. I forget what skill it is.
Tarpaulin cloak with possible RCM markings.
Savoir faire. Okay. Alright. So let's go ahead and save it. Alright, we need some savoir faire to be able to get the coat. So where is that at? Right here. We're almost maxed out on it. Let's go ahead and give ourselves another point. And hopefully we'll have better luck at getting our coat.
With possible RCM markings is still caught on the railing.
58%. That's over halfway. Let's see how we do. Come on.
As you leap in the air, a chilly breeze engulfs you, sharpening your senses.
Close your eyes, let your senses take in the world around you. Continue the voyage through the salty air. Do we really want to close our eyes? I don't think so. I think we want to continue our voyage.
As the concrete floor welcomes you, you realize it's been a while since you felt so alive, alert, capable. Must be the adrenaline.
Oh boy.
I knew you could do it. My climbing down might not have been as disco as your jump, but at least we can explore the harbor now.
Nice.
With your feet firmly planted on the concrete, the noise of the harbor rushes back in.
Awesome. Now we get our coat. Take it. Time to put that baby on. We've waited so long for it. +1 Esprit de Corps, +1 Shivers. What do we have on right now? Let's do it. We'll be official. Alright, do we have anything in the pocket, I wonder? I'm curious. We got our coat back. Can we talk to him?
Yes.
Alright. Well, we finally managed to do it. That is awesome. We can finally be like super cool because we got our coat back. Let's see, can we get a good shot? Nice. We did it. I'm happy. We're gonna give it a save there though. Alright, so that is where we are going to pause it. Next time, we're going to have to explore the harbor. We now have this whole area opened up to us, so it's going to be great. We didn't have to subscribe to any kind of race theory to get here, so that's awesome. We're just going to have to see how this goes next time, but we're definitely making progress. We are getting back on our feet. The hangover's finally gone. Going the straight and narrow seems to be definitely the way to go. So, all right, let's go ahead and swap on over to a Myst now. All right. That was fun. Went a little longer than I had intended, but that's okay. It was still fun. But now we're going to head on over to Myst and see if we can figure out what to do about this gate that is taunting us. All right, let's update our infos. All right. Let's see. Date Twitch real fast. All right. And let's see. And then we'll load it up. Myst IV. There we go. All right. Now let's get this game launched. Welcome back to Myst IV. Exactly. Hey, Akonia, welcome in. We're just now starting up Myst IV. It's gonna be fun. Let me see if the game audio is picking up. Yes. Alright, that should be good. I was never good in the Aknar world back then. To prevent myself from getting spoiled, I started the game and successfully finished Aknar's world by myself. Yeah. He's it's definitely unique and challenging so far. Okay, so yeah, when we last left off, we had explored around basically everywhere. We figured out how to get back up top. There are totems. Last week you did that? Oh, that's cool. So there were totems that we have to figure out because they've got, if I recall, they have like symbols on them, so that could be significant. We'll have to remember that, check that out. But then also there was this gate, and before, when I came upon it, I just looked at it and kind of walked away. I want to look at it and see if we can figure out if there's a way to open it. Like, we don't even know what the key is right now, so let's go ahead and hop into Haven. Here we go. Alright, so we had just finished exploring, like, the ship pretty thoroughly. There is a map that we took a picture of, but I'm not sure exactly what to do with it right now. But now what I want to do is go back into the forest, the jungle area, and see if we can get back to that gate that we had come across before. So let's make our way back there. If I can remember how to get there, that is. Let's go down. Whee! Oh boy. And then we go out. I'm pretty sure all these animals are going to have some kind of effect on what we've got to do here. It just seems like, otherwise, why would they all be here? Alright, let's see. Is it over this way? We got to figure out how to get back to the jungle area. I'm not sure if it's up this way or not. I think this leads... maybe. It might. It is this way to the jungle, right? I think so. Yeah, okay. Alright. So let's head on this way. Now, the main question is, can I remember where the gate is? That is going to be definitely the challenge. I'm just going to keep going straight and see. Or maybe... hello. Hello there. I see you. What are you doing? Hi. Alright, let's go this way. See, I feel like the creature we haven't seen yet is gonna be over in that direction. According to the map that we saw, the big creature that he was describing, right? Alright. So here is the gate. So what can we do with this? We've got some kind of box here. Is there something we can do with this? Some way we can interact with this, maybe? There may be something nearby here that we can do, because we did look briefly at this, and it didn't seem like there was anything specifically on here we could do. Well, maybe there's something around here. Don't forget your mosquito repellent. Maybe, is there anything like nearby? A hidden button, maybe. We gotta be thorough. There's all these bones I see. Let's see. Sometimes you have to be like, I don't know. Is there anything like back here? That's been a thing before. I mean, we could go down that way, but I don't know. I just feel like there's got to be a way past this gate. We have to figure out how to activate it, I think. I feel like this should be able to, like, rotate or something. But I'm not sure. Is there something we can do? Doesn't seem like it, but there's got to be something, some way. Like, what do we put here exactly? Let's look at the memory and see.
Hear this? You hear it? Well, just try and get past this gate now, you thieving Karnaks!
Ain't no way they'll figure out which holes to put the hammers in.
Which holes to put the hammers in? So is there hammers nearby? Are there any hammers down here? Or are the hammers like the bones? I don't know. Let's see. Let's look. Wait. Oh, it was telling me I could go back that way. I don't want to go back that way. I want to look at this gate and see if I can figure out which holes to put the hammer in. Let's see. It doesn't seem like there's anything we can interact with except for that panel. Let me just be real careful and make sure. Okay, so is there something I can do here? There's holes like right here. Or like a gear maybe? And then there's these. And I can't seem to do anything with these. I just want to know how to open this. Like, I feel like this can be opened maybe? There's got to be something we can do with that. Maybe we go down the path a bit. Because I don't see anything right off the bat. So we could go back where we came. We could go this way. I guess let's see if there's anything this way. Let's just look and see. Do we see any kind of hammers? Is there anything like here? I don't see anything. Okay, let's just keep looking. There is this. Is there something we can do with this board? What are you? You're like a weird little... Oh. Like a weird little snail frog? Okay, so we're in the swamp area. I think we've been here before. But maybe there's something that we can find here, right? Maybe? Okay, yeah, we've definitely been here before. I don't think we can do anything with that tree, though. Alright, let's see. We'll just look around here. What are you? Okay, you're another one of those frogs. Hello. I see you. They're very brave creatures here. Let's look around. I don't want to go backwards. So I guess we'll go forward right now, right? Look around. Maybe we can find... Oh, there's a totem. Maybe we can figure out something to do with the totems. I'm also... Hello. You look like you have a beehive on your head. Alright, I'm tormenting the animals. It's okay. Okay, so there is something down there. Is that like a button? I don't know. What do we have? We have some kind of symbol. I'm not sure if there's something we can do with this or not. Maybe we just need to take a picture. You hurt his feelings? Hey, Parker, welcome in. Watch the hand position carefully and don't scramble too much. Alright, yeah, I feel like I'm probably missing some things. So I've got to try and be careful about that. Let's take another picture so we know... Oops. Take another picture so we know which one it is. So it was that one. Now, I don't know if there's something we're supposed to do with this. It doesn't seem like there's anything we can do with this exactly. Let's see. Make sure I can't grab anything. I don't necessarily see anything. Let's look. Wait, what was that? I saw a magnifying glass. Where was that? Right there. Okay, so was this another track somewhere? Is that like the frog track? Maybe? Maybe. That's the second track. Maybe there's a track in each ecosystem, right? Is that gonna be you guys? I don't know. It looks kind of small for, or kind of big for you guys. Wait, there was another magnifying glass. Was that for this? Or is that for something else? I think that might be their tracks. That would make sense. Alright. Can we go forward? Or was that it here? I think that might be it right there. So, let's see. We got that guy again. Can I go forward? Thank you. Now I can go forward. Alright, what is with this tree? Anything? Let's go down this way. Alright, we have these reeds. Is there anything we can do with that? I don't think so. Have we seen this structure before? I'm not sure. We may have. Okay, so let's see. It's a structure. We ought to be able to figure it out, right? We've got some kind of wheel here. Can we do something with it? There's scratches here. Let's look at the memory again. Remind ourselves.
Don't care how nimble-fingered they are. They're not gonna get in when I'm away.
Hey, Knight. Thanks for the raid. How's it going? What were you playing again? Were you playing Repo? I forget. I am not. Knight is the stinky and you know it. Don't lie. She is definitely the stinky. Playing Repo. I gotcha. Well, hopefully it was fun. Now we're trying to solve crazy puzzles. He's lagging a lot, so he can't play much. I gotcha. Well, that's never fun, but hopefully you'll have fun watching. Alright. So, is there anything we can do with this? Like, okay, we can grab it. What did that do exactly? Okay, so, okay, so things are stuck. Okay. Maybe we need to unstick things. When we grab this. Doesn't seem like it. Can we do anything with that? Alright, so there's a lever here. What if can we pull on this? Doesn't seem like it. Oh, we can do this. Okay, 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 okay. Now maybe we can do something? Let's see. Maybe? Oh, wait, this whole... Oh. I didn't... Oh. Oh, wait a second. Okay, wait a second. Oh, okay. Is there a way? Okay. So... Not that. Let's look. Those are the symbols we saw, right? Let's see. So we have that symbol. Are they different heights? Are the totem poles different heights, I wonder? Let's see. So that's definitely one of the symbols. Do we have any others? Did we take a picture of any of the other totems poles? I can't remember. Let's see. That was the map. We took a picture of this one. Okay, so it looks kind of like a face. Alright. Alright, and then that's a different world. So, I don't know which one it's supposed to be. But we can at least... Was it this one? No. Let's see. Maybe it was. It's not that one. We may need to do it in, like, height. Can we lift it up one? Let's see. I wonder, is that it? That one, I'm not sure. Let me look at the symbol again. It was that. Triangles. Unless that was not the symbol. Oh, I guess that sort of looks like it. Okay, so we gotta find 2 more totems then. Alright, so that gives us something to do. Well, we'll take pictures of them too. Alright, so now we have 2 areas that we can sort of look at things about. We also need to try and find the footsteps in the different ecosystems. I don't know exactly how that will come into play, but we'll see. Alright, let's head on this way. I want to look at the gate again. Because maybe we were a little too sporadic before. And maybe there's something... Is this the way we just came from? This is the way we just came from. There's like a barrel there, but I can't really get to it. Alright, so this is another ecosystem. Alright. Let's head up this way. Alright. I keep going in circles a bit, I think. Let's try not to get turned around. Go this way. Alright. Now we're good. Alright, so let's look at this again. Let's look carefully at our hand, because the hand does change. It just knocks. Maybe we can grab one of these things. Let's see. Wait. It changed? Ah, okay. And we lift it up more? That's as high as we can go? Okay, so now what do we do? Get all the hammers in the holes. Oh, okay, wait. So can we pull it? I think pull this out. Can we slide it? Pull this one out. Is there another hammer that's in there? No. We got both the hammers out. I assume We want to put this hammer in this hole. Okay. We can't slide that. Can we slide this one? What about if we put this here? Can we slide it now? We can obviously interact with it somehow. The question is how. It doesn't appear like we can move that. The most tricky part of this puzzle is understanding this puzzle. Yeah, exactly. Trying to figure out what... He said something about the hammers in the holes. Can we pull these out? No. Okay. Somehow, I feel like these have to move. I'm not sure what needs to... Oh, okay, okay. Maybe like this? Alright. Wait a second. What if we do this? Can we then move things? Okay, what if we do this? And then can we move it now? No. Can we move this one? And we can't move this one right now, right? When the hammer's down? Okay, so we can only move it when it's up. What does that give us? We can move it so that it's... What if we move this down? Can we move it this now? Oh, okay. Can we move this now? But I bet we can move this one, maybe? No. What if we put this down? Oh, wait. Oh, wait, okay. Maybe? Maybe we can only move this middle piece. Okay, okay. Okay, so does that give us what we want? We put the hammers on both of the little dots, but I don't know if that gives us what we want. Let's see. Are we trying to navigate these little things off of it? Maybe. I'm not exactly sure what we're trying to do. Oh. Okay, okay. I just saw something open. Alright, so... Alright, so then we probably want to do a similar thing down here. Put it on here and slide it. Let's see. This is kind of a complicated, simple puzzle. All right. So now the gate opens. Nice. That's kind of a weird one. All right, what do we got here? I hear barking. Oh, I guess that's you guys. I see a magnifying glass. Where was that? Let's see. Right here? Okay, so memory time.
Seriously, how hard's it gonna be? Worst part's gonna be the foundation. Once that's in, got to be better than sleeping in the wreck, right?
One would think. Okay, so now, what do we have? I guess, can we go over this way? Or do we have to, like, get a ship? Wait, what is, oh wait, there's our totem. Okay, that's another symbol. Okay. It's interesting we can't zoom in on this one. I'm not sure how exactly we will be determining that one. Like, is it going to be by height? Or, like, how would we know what order to put it in? There's so much over here, but we can't get to any of it. Do we have to have a boat here? Is there any footsteps? Like, animal tracks? I see the animals. This is definitely y'all's ecosystem. Okay, so if I magnify this, is there anything I can do out here? I think this is just for viewing. We'll have to... He said something about a foundation or something. I don't know. Maybe we have to figure something out with that. But hey, at least we got another totem. They're just swimming. Alright, so I'm not sure. I'm sure there's more that we're gonna have to do there. But we'll have to come back to it, I think. So what was the other totem? We need to find whatever totem we're missing. Do we have the jungle totem? I'm not sure. Let's see. Let's go through here. Go through here. I'm trying not to get too terribly turned around, but also, like, find what we need. And look for the totem. Because I don't remember which ecosystem we were in when we found the other one. I think it might have been in this one we're going to, but we found this trap. Yeah, he was like trying to catch some of the creatures or something. We can go forward that way. Alright, let's see. Okay, this just takes us back up, I think. We don't want to go back up. We want to be down. So we'll head back down. That's the creature. I think that this big creature here, I think that's the creature that's out in the mountainy area. If we are able, I don't know if we ever go there or not, but we'll see. Alright, so we got to see if we can find the totem in this ecosystem. Alright, let's just keep going and look. Go in this way. Alright. We could, I think that's the way we came from, right? Or was it? No, we came from that way. Okay, so that could be a way. Let's see, have we done this direction? Hello, little guys. I think this is the way we came from, because there's no way back this way. So I think it's got to be this way. And I feel like there was a track somewhere near here, but maybe not. Alright, we got those guys. They are making some crazy sounds. I'm looking all around. Let's go forward. Now, there's this. I want to figure out about that. Can we... Oh, okay. Can we move them out of the way? And make a path? Now we can go forward. Okay. Nice. Let's go up and see what we got. We're discovering all kinds of new areas today. I see you've got a weapon here.
That's it.
He was
That's
hunting?
it. You know you want the fruit. Come on, little guy.
That's it!
Oh boy. Definitely sounds like Akinar. That's an awful lot of tick marks. He just like made his little skull palace here. Alright, we've got some dials there. We'll look at them in just a minute. I'm just getting a good look at this. Why does he have like bear traps as part of his wall decorations? What a freak. Akinar is definitely mentally disturbed. I'm sorry, but he is. Alright, what is this? Alright, we have... That makes a sound. Okay, so it makes different sounds. What does this do for them? I'm not sure what we're doing here. There's something about sounds. Are they doing anything different? Let's see. Oh, they're standing on the totem. I wonder if we can get them to move. They're blocking our view of it. What does this sound do to them? It scares one off. Sort of. They're just jumping with this one. What about this one? Is that scares him away? So this is going to be the little one. Middle one. Big one. Alright, let's see. I'm assuming, do we have to scare them away? Maybe? I think they each respond to a different noise. Maybe? Maybe. I'm not sure. What does this do exactly? I'm like watching them and sometimes they run away. So I'm not sure. Does that do anything when they're there? But they never give us a chance to see the totem. There's definitely something we gotta do with that. We have a green pot, a yellow pot, and a red pot. Is there something about those, I wonder? I'm not sure. What about these guys? Is there something about them? They're like, is he eating something? Oh, they're like eating food? I don't see anything different about them. So what do we do about them? He's definitely listening and he runs away. Are we able to scare them away somehow? I'm not sure. There's got to be something with this. But we may have to explore some more. It's definitely some kind of sound-based thing. I don't see anything else here. Because that's just going to take us to the puzzle, right? What was that sound? That was a weird sound. Okay. They don't really go for long, right? I don't know. There's got to be something with that guy. Well, let's keep looking around here. Maybe we'll find something else out in this area. Like maybe there'll be some kind of hint about sound clues like underneath. Let's see. Or maybe we just have to listen to the ambient noise. I mean, that could be it too. Usually for things like this, there's some kind of experiment area. So let's see. Maybe we can find it. What are you? You're making weird noises. So we can pull this away, but it doesn't help us right away. Okay, so at least we know where the totem is, but let me listen. Maybe he gives us the sound. It's like... Is that the clue? Let's listen again. He eats? That's a low sound, right? And then a high, medium, medium? Maybe? We could try that. Maybe? Let's see. It was like high, medium, medium, right? We'll try it. Alright, so it's... Can we grab it? And then it was low sounds. Maybe? I don't know that that's having any kind of effect on them, right? Let's go listen to that other guy again. Maybe he's the key to what we need here, because he's definitely making some different pitches, right? Let's see. Alright, so can we listen to this guy? Wait, is he still here? Maybe he's... Wait, maybe he's not here. We have to find him? There he is. Okay, let's listen to him. That's like 2 lows. And then he eats. A low. So far, it's 3 low notes. Then that's definitely high, medium, medium, right? It's just, we're calling the low sounds. Maybe? Okay, maybe it's just the 3 low ones. Because, yeah, he does the other one. But let's... Oh, I gotta clear these away again. Because, yeah, he does that one. The high, low, low. Or high, medium. No, high, medium, medium. But then he does 3 low ones, right? So I'm not sure which one. Okay, so let's try the 3 low ones first. I don't think this one will work. Let's try that again. No. Maybe. And then maybe now it's the 3 low ones. They're looking this way. Okay, maybe that's not the right sound. Let's go around this area, see if we can hear another one, right? Like, I thought maybe that guy was it because he's the one right near here, but maybe there's another one, right? Let's see. Let's listen. What about this guy? Maybe we can hear another one somewhere. Let's go back. See if we can alert any... That's those guys. They're just having fun. They're on my totem pole, and we need to figure out... Let's see. Okay, this is the start of the area. So I think it's got to be that guy, right? I hear the low one. Wait, what did you do? Hello? Where did he go? Will he come back? Okay, it's a low sound, right? He's just barking at me, right? That was a weird sound. Okay, it's got to be the other guy, right? Oh, that! We could try that. Because he's like, watch out. I don't know what this guy is saying. Maybe it's the high, low, high. Because obviously his call isn't working. He's just like, maybe that's the call for just eat. I don't know. But let's try the other one for the guy that just made that other sound. Let's see what happens then. Maybe? Alright. Okay, maybe... Wait, was it... Was it that? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I have to be faster? Let's see. Let's try this. The controls are so difficult. Oh my goodness. Alright. It's not that. I thought maybe instead of high, medium, medium, it was high. Maybe it's medium, low, low. No? Maybe high, low, high? Maybe? Let's try it again. High, low. Let's try it. High. Maybe? They won't. Oh, did we get it right? Oh, okay. Let's take a picture of that baby. All right. Okay. So that's our third one. We need to find out what the last symbol is then. And then we can go back to... That one's hard. Because I was like, which tone? It's so finicky that it makes you second guess yourself. Is it this tone? Is it this tone? Alright, so now we got to go to the last ecosystem. Alright, so let's head on out. We got this one. There may be a track here. I feel like there is a track here somewhere, but I don't even know where to use that yet, so I'm not super worried about it. Alright, so let's see what's... Did we do this one? Is this where we just were? I think this might be... Yeah, this is where we just were. Okay, so we don't want to go here. We want to go to the lower path. Alright, so... Not this one, but this one. What's through here? We could go up there or straight ahead. What's through there? What's through here? Okay, so this is like the grasslands ecosystem. I feel like we already have this totem. But let's see. Congratulations, that's a harder one. You'll be proficient in Mangry by the end of this. Oh boy. I can speak in musical tones. Alright, there's the poison plant. Where was the totem? I feel it was around here somewhere. I don't know if there's anything we need to do with this or not. This is like a poison plant. I think that's just for a memory. I think that might have been the guy that died before. Was that the part? Oh, that you needed to guess? Okay. Where's the totem? Is it over this way? Wait. Let's see. Ah, there it is. Okay. Yeah, I think that's the one we had before, right? That was definitely the symbol we had before. Alright, so it's gonna be the other ecosystem that we don't have. Swamp? Maybe. Let's go look. Because we got the grassland, we got the jungle. Well, no, the other we saw was the swamp behind the gate, right? Alright, so let's try this again. We go here, and then when we have a choice, we went that way before, so now we go this way. And see, what do we have? Another ecosystem this way, so we could go that way or this way? Let's go this way. I think, don't we already have... Maybe we don't actually have this totem? I don't know. I thought we got this totem, but let's just look and see. Maybe we didn't take a picture of it. Let's see. Okay, yeah. No, we definitely got this one. Okay, so we for sure have that one. So... what was the last one? Do we have all of them? Maybe? I'm not sure. I know we could go there now, but I want to go this way and see what was the other direction, right? Like, this led us into the swamp. Is there another ecosystem besides the swamp? Alright, so I think if we go up one more, we have a fork in the road. Yeah, so we could go up that way, or down that way, or back the way we came. So if we go up this way, where does that lead us? Does that just lead us back here? Oh, that leads us here. Okay, so... but we already got this one. Right? Yeah, we already got this totem. It was that. Was that just the last symbol that we needed? Maybe. I'm not sure. Alright, well, let's go see. Let's go back to the water, the swamp area, and see what we're missing. And we'll see. Alright, so... a couple more down, I think. Go this way. We can't go over yet. We gotta go... oh, it's maybe this crossroads? There we go. And we go back over here. Maybe I had more than I realized. Alright, let's see. Let's pull the lever down. I don't know why we pull it down with one finger, but sure. Alright, so we have that one, we have that one. This one is... the hourglass. Okay. Let's look at our pictures and see if we took... because I feel like we visited all the ecosystems. Oh, wait, maybe we didn't have that one, like the flower. Okay. Okay. So now we have all of them. So now the question is, what order? We don't have a memory. I wonder... because I can't really tell if there's specific animals here. So I wonder, let's try... I'm just gonna take a picture so we know what the 4 symbols are. So I don't have to go searching. So let's do lowest. This one is gonna be the highest. And then I can't do anything with this one. Oh wait, I can. Huh. Okay, I don't know what that one's supposed to be. But let's do this. Oop. So maybe this one is 1 up. Is it all the way up? I'm not sure. Maybe this one is all the way up and this one is the next one down? Because that would be the same height as this, right? Maybe this one is just 1 more up from that? Not sure. We clearly need that as a symbol. Can we pull this? What if we lift this all the way up? Does that do anything? No. What if we lower this down? Okay, so it's still stuck. Is it highest to lowest? I hope it's not like order of ecosystems. That'd be a little annoying. Let's see. And then this one is all the way down. Maybe it has to do with this. Like this unlocks it or unlocks it? I'm not sure. I don't know if there's a way we can see that, right? Is there anything else? Because we can clearly manipulate this, right? Like we can pull this, but I don't know. What does this grid mean here also? And how do we know what this one is supposed to be? Let's look at our pictures. Maybe it has to do with like height of the totems, but I hope not. So that one, okay, so the monkey, he's at the top. Maybe, okay, maybe it has to do with that. Maybe. Like an actual totem pole, right? So the monkey would be the very top. Would that mean he's the last one? I mean, if that was true, you would think it would be like in descending order or something. But clearly it's not. So I'm not sure. Unless it just doesn't unlock and we have to figure this out. Alright, is there something here that we have to mess with maybe? Like, can we free this somehow? There is a pole here, but I don't know that there's anything we can do there. Let's see. It's like it's locked, but I don't know. I feel like the secret for it being unlocked has got to be in here, right? Is there anything else here? I don't know. Any of these ropes that unlock it? It doesn't seem like it. Let's see. It's got to be something about the totem order. So, all right. What all can we do? We can obviously pull this guy, all the levers up and down. But I don't know what that gives us exactly. Do this guy. Maybe we do one down from this. And then this one would be that symbol. I mean, I don't see how this makes any sense, but stranger things have happened, right? There's this down here, but I don't know if that gives us anything. And there's a wheel to the side. Let's try looking at the map. Maybe the map had a hint, right? Let's see. Maybe it said something about the order. I don't necessarily see an order here. It does clearly show the habitats there. Unless it's related to this? I don't know. Like the footsteps of the habitats? Alright, clearly I don't need this photo anymore. Is this somehow related? I mean, there are little lines, but not really numbers that I can make out. I could guess at numbers. So we have, I mean, that is the right symbol, right? There's no other symbol that would fit that. Let's see. It's not that one. Not that one. I feel like it has to be that one. Up one. Like, that's the only one that fits. But, what would this symbol be? I guess it's got to be whatever. We could trial and error it, I guess. And just do it one by one. I feel like it's going to be a different one from the other symbols, honestly. But I'm not sure exactly what we're going for here. I'm guessing this is the totem in the area beyond the mountains, right? Maybe, is there something on the ship that would say what that creature's totem was? We could go look. Maybe. Because, like, I don't see anything here. Maybe we go back to the ship and look, right? Just to see if maybe Aknar wrote something about what the order of this stuff is supposed to be. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, so let's head on. Back to the ship. I logically concluded the result by the information I had. Lacking the monkey symbol, probably got the ton length wrong. Oh, the tone length. Oh yeah, y'all are talking about that puzzle? Yeah. Alright, so I'm really not entirely sure, but let's go back to the ship and see if, come on, shoo fly. Thank you, I need to get by. We'll go back to the ship and see if maybe there's something we missed, right? Alright. Let's go back. And we'll look and we'll see. Because I feel like maybe Aknar has said what the code is supposed to be. So maybe we'll just have to see. We'll get back to where our coat is, or our parachute, whatever. Where is it at? Up here, I think. One more, maybe? Over through here? Maybe? We can't, like, separate the plants here and go to the rock area, can we? That'd be cool. Alright, let's continue on. Through here. Alright. Are we almost... I think we might be almost back to the area. Like up here? Yeah. Okay. So we go up here and then through like the little passageway. And then we should be able to get back to the ship, right? Alright. So we go here, right? Down. Okay, yeah. Down to the ship. Now, let's see. Let's see. Did we miss anything here? What's this? Wait, what's... Wait, what? Wait. Oh! Oh, I didn't... It's a square. Okay, I didn't even realize. Wait a second. So... is that the last one we need then? I wonder what order they have to be in. We now know all the symbols. What order? Let's go back up and see if there's something up here that says what the order is, right? I mean, it may be on that little flag, right? Perhaps. Let's see. We'll look and see. Hopefully we'll be able to figure it out. All right, so up we go. All right, so now we need to see what we have as far as, because he had some journals and he had the map. Let's see. Where was the elevator? I forget. There was like a switch or something, right? Wasn't there? I didn't imagine it. Oh, it's this, right? Yeah. Okay. We gotta push this onto this. And now the other one will... Yeah. Okay. There we go. I was like, I know we're not missing something here. Alright, so... I think most of his stuff was up, right? Like, was there anything here? There wasn't... Was it just up? I think it's just up, right? We just go up. Okay. Hello. Okay. There we go. Alright, so let's open this again, I think. Where was it? It was somewhere. Maybe we have to go all the way over here. Okay, yeah. And then there we go. Open this back up. Oh, it's the other way, right? Yeah, okay. So, let's look at this better. I really don't know. I don't know that this helps us any. Well, actually, let's look at the memory. Let's look at the memory. Maybe the memory will tell us something. Let's listen.
Checked. No sign of it here, or here, maybe here. What's in the South Jungle?
Wait, or something in the jungle?
Checked. No sign of it here, or here, maybe here. What's in the South Jungle?
Okay. Okay, so that doesn't really help. Let's go ahead and lower this down. So we can get back by. Did he have a journal that we can look at, I wonder? I mean, I think I remember seeing something. Let's look and see. Over here. Let's look at his things over here. Maybe there's something here that we've missed. Okay, so we got a book. Linking here. Haven was an age of great wealth. Look who's in control now. Alright, so let's just skim this and see. Heads on these beasts will look really good on my walls. Oh yeah, so those are the mangries and omnivore. Camodil, a predator, Zaftir, an herbivore. Okay. Where's the linking book? I'm gonna kill you for this, old man. Okay. The ship. It'll do for now till I build something better. Got to be easier to get into, though. Easier, but protected against intruders. Okay. Mostly Karnaks figuring out how to use their fishing habits against them was sheer genius. Why haven't I seen it yet? That's the picture of that little building we're in. Miserable. Camado nearly ripped my leg off. Pulled a vanishing act. Just wait till hunting post is finished. That's his hunting post. Maybe he has something there. We can check that out too. 5th kill site. What is this thing? I'm alive, C-spawn. Okay, so he doesn't really have anything that I can tell in that journal. But let's see. Do we have anything here? This was one of his earlier places to sleep, though, right? What was the memory of this?
Where's the blaster?
Okay. Well. Okay, so maybe we need to go back to that hunting shack then. Because I don't see anything necessarily helpful here, right? But this is one of his earlier shelters. So he built the hunting shack later, so maybe he has more information there that we overlook, because there's nothing in here, right? Yeah, okay. I don't think so. We can always come back here if we think there's something here. Alright, so let's release the lever. Alright. It's amazing how these contraptions work. It's just crazy. I am glad we don't have to rediscover how to do all of the bowling balls every time, though. That's a huge improvement over previous Myst puzzles where you had to basically redo the whole thing. Alright, so let's go back to the hunting post. That was in the jungle habitat. So let's make our way there. We'll get ready to wrap this up here shortly. Well, we'll head to the jungle now. To the, what do you call it? His hunting shelter or something? At least we're learning how to navigate pretty well. Alright, still through here, I think, right? No, not this habitat. Not this habitat. We gotta go to the jungle habitat. We must have missed a turn. It would figure as soon as I said we're starting to learn the habitats, you know? Alright, what the what? Oh, it's that guy. Alright, I thought it was down that way, but I guess not. Maybe it's up through this way. Alright, it's not gonna be down, I guess. Let's try up. I'm trying to get my bearings again. Alright, let's go this way. Up. Alright, and then down from here? Maybe? I think this that leads to the swamp area. We don't want to go to the swamp area, because that's... We gotta go to the hunting habitat first. Alright. So let's go this way. I guess go down this way. I feel like we're going back to the swamp area, or the grasslands area, which is not where I want to go. Let's go this direction. I swear I thought this... Maybe it is up that way. Okay, so we could go that way, or the way we came from. Well, this way would be what? Is there another crossroads up here? Maybe? Maybe there's another way to go? No, this just leads to the oh, wait, maybe up here. Maybe? Or this leads to the swamp. Yeah, that leads to the swamp. That's not where I want to go. Okay. I could look at the map. I think that's honestly what the map is for, is to show you where they are in relation to each other. But I'm also terrible at reading maps. So we'll just pretend we know where we're going. I feel like I'm not necessarily heading in the wrong direction. Let's see. What's this way? I don't know that I'm going the right way still, but let's see. Yeah, I feel like this is just going back to where we came from, right? We definitely don't want to yeah, we don't want to be here. We want to be in the jungle habitat. Where is our little parachute that was in the tree? We like basically lost that landmarker, because that was how I knew I was at the crossroads. Alright, so from here we can go that direction or that direction. I feel like that direction is the direction we came from, right? Direction is certainly right. It's a circle. You can walk it 10 times before taking the right turn. Yeah, it gets so confusing for me. Okay, there's the mountain. Alright. I'm gonna look at the map once I find an ecosystem, because I am directionally challenged. Is it not over... That's the direction I just came from, right? Alright, so this is the gate, which leads to... which guys? Let's see. Let me look at the map. Okay. So that's the water guys. So basically, yeah, I just want to go around, I guess. If I go through there, that's... If I just go around here, in theory, I would think I'd be going the right way, but I don't know. I've been here before, and that goes to the swamp, which is not where I want to be. Am I going backwards? Maybe I'm going backwards. Maybe. Okay, what if I just keep going? Like, what if I go through their ecosystem? Can I go through their ecosystem? Or does it dead end? I forget. I think it dead ends, right? Well, we also have the lake. We don't want to go to the lake. And then that way, I think just dead ends at the totem pole, right? Yeah. Alright, so... Alright, my guy. Come on. Shoo. Shoo. Shoo now. Alright. So, note to self, don't ever say, hey, we're getting the hang of the directions at least. Because then immediately we won't. Because I have no directional sense. I know this is the central hub. That's the confusing part. And this looks like it should be jungle. I feel like this should be jungle. Okay, okay, here at least is the tent. That's what I was looking for. Okay, so there's that. This leads to the jungle, right? I think. Yes. Okay. See, all I had to do was find the parachute, and then I knew exactly where to go. Alright. I hope this wasn't a wild goose chase. I hope after struggling to find our way back here, there's actually something useful here. Let's see. Because he did have this sketched into his journal. Let's look and see if there's anything in here that might be helpful. Alright. So. Wait, there was a... Oh, we're just looking over there at you guys. We already know about that. We could maybe scare you guys away again. Alright. We got traps over here. I don't see a whole lot here. We're just looking at the monkeys here. Is there something we need to... I can't grab it. It's gotta be faster. Right? Or did we... was that not the right tone? Maybe that wasn't the right tone. Was it this? Was it that one? Or was it the... Or was it this one? I don't think it was that. I thought it was high, low, high. I think it's just a matter of not being fast enough. Right? Maybe? I don't know. Is there even anything over there that we need to see? I mean, there was the totem, but other than the totem, I don't even think there's anything over there. So let's look and see what else there is over here. There was the crossbow. And there's this etching. I don't know that that necessarily helps us, though. Does he have any other etchings that might be useful? Let's see. Let's be very thorough. We've got the bear traps here, which we noticed. Can we get up onto the roof? No. I mean, there is rigging over here. Is this anything we can do anything with? He's got more weapons over here also. So, I don't know. I mean, there was this memory, but I don't think there was anything useful here, right?
That's it. That's it. You know you want the fruit. Come on, little guy.
Yeah, see, he's just hunting, right?
That's it!
Yeah, that's just him trying to track down the guy, right? Alright, so let's just look carefully. Maybe there's something here. Let's go slowly with the hand. Because maybe... Okay, we don't want to go out. Maybe we can pick up one of these bones or examine one of these weapons or something. I don't know. Let's see. We've already looked at that. I mean, there's this over here, but I don't know what to do with this. Like, that looks sort of like a sundial or something. I don't know. But I don't know what we could possibly do with that. We have all of these bones and stuff. And like I said, there's these bear traps, but I don't know what to do with that. Wait, did the hand change? Or did I imagine it? I may have imagined it. I swear I thought I saw the hand change, but I guess I just imagined it. Alright. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything we can do with this stuff. We can go down. It's sure happy to let us go down. What is this? Is this like another map? Okay. Another map. Let's take a picture. You know, I don't know exactly how it fits in. But wait a second. I bet. This is where the footsteps come into play, right? Okay, so let's go look at what habitats we have our footprints in. Because we definitely have seen tracks. The water ones was the water creatures, right? What were these guys' foot tracks? Let's see. Do we have any... Where are the tracks for you guys? Is it up this way? I know I saw tracks somewhere. Let's go this way. That looks like a coconut. Wasn't there like a bear trap or something on the ground here? And it had a track next to it, I think. Let's see. We gotta be observant. Where would it be? Did we end up going backwards? I think we ended up going backwards. Whoops. Yeah, this is back where we started. Alright, let's go this way. Yeah. We know. We're alert. Alert. I get it. Let's go forward one more. Alright. Be careful not to turn backwards. We're going up the hill. Alright. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, we haven't seen... Oh, it was a different one I was thinking of then. That's gotta be those creatures, right? Maybe? I mean, isn't that the sound they make? Or is it? Maybe not. It does kind of look like a hoof print. Which one was that? So let's see. It's this one, the second one. So whichever animal that is the one... Okay, we gotta go visit the different ecosystems for sure. Alright, so that led to the jungle. That leads back where we came from. Let's go this way. I think this leads to the predators area, right? Because this is where we keep seeing him prowl around at. Can we find another footprint here? Maybe. Let's look. I know there was one where I saw a bear trap and a footprint next to it. Well, there was also a footprint here, somewhere, right? Wasn't there? Did I imagine that also? I swear I thought there was. That's them. These guys make that sound, right? Let me hear them again. Yeah, I swear I note that you're approaching one of the worst interface issues of the whole series. This is a rare example of me thinking that a clue is appropriate. I don't know. I'm thinking, like, it seems like we're supposed to match the animals with their footprints. And I'm thinking it's because I saw a pyramid on the bottom of that map. I'm wondering if we have to fill it up, like, if that tells us what the order is supposed to be. Maybe? There's the bear trap. Alright, I thought there was a print beside it. Was there not? Let me listen to the medallion.
Oh, yeah! Screaming, baby!
Oh boy. Okay. I swear I thought there was a track by this trap. Maybe not. Let's see. I wonder... I don't know. Because there was also the little document he had in the ship that had all the different footprints on it. So I don't know. I guess right now we're kind of in exploration, experimentation mode. Alright, so this should lead down to the swamp, I think. Maybe we don't need this, I don't know. Or maybe we could just kind of intuit it, perhaps? Alright. Let me just look around here while we're here. See if there's any kind of footsteps here, like tracks here. Because we have been noticing the tracks all over the place. I'm not sure. What is this? Is this just like a fish or something? I guess so. What's over here? There was a finger icon. I think that just leads to the totem pole, right? Yeah, okay, so that just leads to the totem pole. Alright. Well, this is like the African savanna habitat. I think it's crazy to have this many habitats, like, in such a small area. It's wild. I don't see any tracks here, so I don't know. Maybe there's some and I'm just not finding them. Alright, let's go up this way and see what we got. Okay, so now we can go down to the swamp area. All right, now we did see a track here, like these hoof prints, right? Is there, let's see. The area is actually much bigger. They really reduced the click count. When you look for above, you can see there's more space in between. I guess that makes sense. That's also part of what makes it so trippy, though. You travel a long distance with each click, and then you're like, but I was trying to look at this one thing I was a little too far away from. Alright, so let me look at our picture. So, I think the top one obviously has got to be the big monster, right? The one under it, I think, is... I don't know. Let's see. It's obviously got to be related to this because, well, I say obviously. I suspect it's related to this because we saw this pyramid underneath. Also, I noticed some of them are filled in. So maybe we don't even need that at all. We can just figure out which one it is based on what's filled in. I don't know. Maybe not. So what if we do this one? So if we look at it, the first one I think would be the unknown one, which has to be the square, right? I don't know. I'm kind of guessing here. We're not quite in King Quest V rules of a new ecosystem every so many steps. Alright, the second one, I feel like it's those swamp creatures, which their symbol was which? That's the jungle. That was I think that's, I'm not sure which one that one is. That's the swamp ones, right? This symbol, wherever it is, that one. I think that might be their tracks. I'm really not sure. We're kind of like playing around with some guesses here. Okay, so the third tracks, I feel like surely that's got to be the little monkey people, right? So that's going to be the, oh wait, that symbol. The other one was the S symbol. Whoops. So this one's the S symbol. And then this one is this symbol. Okay, maybe we're just kind of guessing. I want to see if there's anything visual on that pyramid when we try it. We might have to come back to this in a while. Okay, so the fourth one, I feel like that's probably the grasslands creatures, right? Maybe or not. The last one, we found the last track in the swamp area. I'm not sure about what the creatures that made it. Monkeys, we still have the hourglass and okay. We have this too. Not sure. Then we have the face. We don't have the face icon on here. The face one came from where? That one was from the grasslands ecosystem. So if we're thinking the bird one is the fourth one, right? So we need to figure out which one. So that would mean the hourglass is the last one. The face one is... Okay, so the second. Let's see. So all the way down and then 1, 2. Is that right? Alright, let's see. I can't tell if we're even doing it right. What if we just kind of intuited a bit? Like, what if this one is... Oops, the hourglass. And this one is the S. Oops. And it's so finicky, man. No, it doesn't seem to like that. What if it's in the other order? Like it's, this would be the hourglass. I don't know. Like, maybe the middle is the one... Actually, that could be it. It could be, like, actual pyramid, right? Maybe? I don't know. Let's try swapping them first. So then this one is this. Oh, no. One up. One up. Okay, and then I'm gonna just put this guy here at the hourglass so I can see what height level I need to put the other one at. Put that at that height level, I think. Let's see. Right? And then that, and then this one down. Let's see. Does that make a difference? No. And I'm not really seeing anything change on here. So I'm not sure. I think I might take a pause here and think about this and maybe write down some notes about like which tracks go to which ecosystem, or like maybe I'll try and go around and see which tracks go to which sound, and then which one of those animals matches the symbol. Because I feel like if we can map that out, that's gonna make things way easier and probably unlock the answer to this pyramid thing. Because it could be, I mean, I suppose we could try this. Like actually do a pyramid. And then what would even be second? Or maybe, I don't know, are we being silly? Is it really just a pyramid? And this one is the second one, so that should probably be last. Oh wait, we got the face. Okay, so we have the face. Which one is the square? The square is the third one. Can I, like, please grab it? Let's make this one up one. Make this one the... What else is there? There's this symbol. And then there's this symbol. I mean, I really have no idea. Yeah, let's just come back to this after I've had some time to think. We made a lot of progress today. So, I mean, I'm not upset about that at all. Oops. I should probably give it like an actual name, right? Save it. And I guess I can't save it now. Alright. Okay, whatever. I saved it. Okay, it's fine. Good progress. Yeah, we made a lot of progress. I think we have the keys that we need for this puzzle. We just gotta unlock the secret of the pyramid, basically. So we will come back to that next time. So that will be where we will pause it today, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. I had fun. I hope you guys had fun too. It was definitely love learning the new things and seeing all of the progress we make. This one is definitely unique. It's probably challenging in its controls, but it's still fun. So, all right, let us see who we can raid. Let's see. I'm looking to see. Let me see if anyone I know is on that we haven't raided in a while, and then we'll figure out. Now we are going to be back Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. Central. 6 p.m. Central. We're going to be playing some Phasmophobia. We're going to do some more of the Easter event. Let's see. Who is on? All right. How about, I don't know, we've rated this person before. Hopefully it's okay. It's drag and drop it. They're playing a game called Metaphor Re Fantasio, but we haven't rated them in a while, so let's go say hi. So we'll be back here Tuesday at 6 p.m. Central with some Phasmophobia. Of course, we'll be back next week for Myst IV, so hopefully to see you guys then. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys